Billy the Marlin riding by in the pickup truck. AJ didn't have a good release point on this fastball. AJ nailed it.
Just a little outside. look at the guys behind home plate. It's their job to clean up the glass. And look at AJ playing the innocent.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say? Cubs are going to win today.
This is their chance to have another run. This is their time.
This is the Cubs division to lose this year.
They need to be singing the song quite a bit this year.
That's Kyle Tucker. Welcome to the Cubs.
He's one of the most talented ball players.
Pete Armstrong, what a stud.
Showed it in Imanaga. It's about falling in love with him.
Seiya Suzuki for the grand slam.
And this is when they put the pedal to the metal.
I think we've got a really good team.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the hell is everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great fucking day. I'm having a better day. Still not great. Still very bummed out. Still very... not as in the dumps as I was yesterday, but, you know... I wouldn't have to be in the dumps at all if the organization knew what the fuck they were doing. And knew how to communicate properly, and knew how to, you know, not be a fucking dick, and knew how to not ask for multiple different favors and going back on different favors, and yeah. So I wouldn't have to be in the dumps at all if it wasn't for that. The only thing I'd be in the dumps about is nothing, because the team's been playing amazingly recently. You know, back over 500, 2 games above 500. You know. Playing like a playoff team, but just lost a key player that would have helped us in that goal.
Truly believe in the presence and the person that Jackson Chourio is.
You have to love the versatility he brings. You can play left field, you can play right field.
Youngest player in MLB history reports 20-plus homers, 20-plus stolen bases.
It's the first Brewer
But
that had 2 home runs in the postseason game.
we're here for Game 2 of the series against the Seattle Mariners. The series finale will be tomorrow, tomorrow at 4. I'll be live at 3:50 for that.
Game 2 will be Walker Buehler, trying to keep that excellent run of starts going for the Red Sox. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for tuning in Seattle. Dave O'Brien alongside Will Middlebrooks, and also Jemai Webster a couple of moments away. Lucas really the next man up last night because the Red Sox have now gone.
So, starting pitcher tonight for the Boston Red Sox is Mr. Walker Buehler. He has 5.01 ERA and 11 games played this year, has 51 strikeouts and 55 2/3 innings pitched. Not been great going for him. For the Seattle Mariners, the starting pitcher is Bryan Woo. He has a 3.39 ERA in 13 games played this year, has 72 strikeouts and 82 1/3 innings pitched. Starting lineup for the home team, the Seattle Mariners, J.P. Crawford leads off at shortstop. Julio Rodriguez bats second in center field. Cal Raleigh bats third at catcher. Jorge Polanco bats fourth at DH. Randy Arozarena bats 5th in left field. Rowdy Tellez bats 6th at first base. Dominic Canzone bats 7th in right field. Ben Williamson bats 8th at third base. And Cole Young bats 9th at second base. Starting lineup for the Boston Red Sox, Jarren Duran leads off in left field. Abraham Toro bats second at first base. Roman Anthony bats third in right field. Carlos Narvaez bats fourth at catcher. Marcelo Meyer bats fifth at third base. Trevor Story bats sixth at shortstop. David Hamilton bats seventh at second base. Rob Refsnyder bats eighth at DH. And Ceddanne Rafaela bats ninth in center field. There's a very important name missing from that list. Their game is actually about to start also. First pitch is scheduled for 6:45. Ours is scheduled for 6:40, so a few minutes after our game gets underway. Well, actually, It'll be in the bottom half of the first. Rafael Devers does bat third. He bats DH. He bats third for the San Francisco Giants. Jesus fucking Christ. Literally 2 days ago was playing for the Red Sox. And now he is shockingly playing for the Giants. He's on the field warming up right now as we speak in San Francisco.
The Braves have staying power. This is absolute power. They're going to be a force again. The 2024 National League Cy Young Award winner. This is what the Braves do. Watch him go to work.
Red Sox baseball on Nesson is brought to you by Audi. Visit your local tri-state Audi dealer today. WB Mason. Request your food service catalog today at WBMason.com. By Sullivan Tire and Auto Service. Celebrating 70 years in business. BuyAToyota.com for offers not seen on TV. Visit BuyAToyota.com and by Plymouth Rock, the official auto and home insurance provider of the Boston Red Sox. Another very pleasant night here in Seattle, and for more on Rafi Devers from earlier today, let's toss it down to Jemai Webster.
Thanks a lot, Dave. He held his introductory press conference for about a half hour, holding court in San Francisco today, fielding questions. He was even greeted by pyrotechnics when he came to the ballpark.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Giants GM Buster Posey called him a transcendent great player, said he was a dude. He even got a chance to meet Barry Bonds today. Here's Devers now talking about his new and his old chapter.
De los Medias Rojas quedó en el pasado. Soy un tipo que toma el día a día y que pienso dar lo mejor de mí aquí, y el motivo por que me trajeron aquí, pienso que ganar, y soy un tipo que le gusta ganar y competir siempre.
I'm moving forward from the situation in Boston. Now I'm looking ahead with being a San Francisco Giant, and I think that I'm just going to compete.
Yo estoy aquí para ayudar al equipo en lo necesario, en lo que ellos quieran. Soy uno más del equipo y estoy disponible a dar el 100% de mí donde me pongan. No tengo ningún pero, no tengo ninguna decisión. Solamente ellos son los jefes míos, juego donde me pongan.
I'm here to give my 100%. I don't put any buts. They're the men in charge. I am here to play wherever they want me to play.
Yeah, it's very easy to, have that position when the team treats you right. Fuck the Red Sox, dude.
Like I said before, that's in the past. I'm moving forward. I really don't want to talk about it.
I really like his answers, by the way.
Yeah, we talked to him a little bit today, and like he said, he goes, I'll play wherever you want me to play. I'll hit wherever you want me to hit. So that's how it started. He's going to DH today. He's going to hit the 3 spot. We're going to work him in and get him some ground balls at first and make sure he's comfortable before we put him over there. And that's pretty much the way we look at it right now, a little bit of DH and a little bit of first.
The Red Sox travel to San Francisco for a 3-game series this weekend. We will see Rafi soon enough. But for now, back here in Seattle, Game 2, it's Walker versus Wu. First pitch coming at you after this.
Loving the live betting draft.
The alpha dog among big league closers right here. Top of the food chain, Emmanuel Clase.
Jose Ramirez, one of the most unsung great players in the game of baseball.
Goodbye. That's why he needs his gator. Cutter at 100 miles per hour coming at you.
Home run, Jose Ramirez.
Best power, speed, and run production is Jose Ramirez, Jose Ramirez, and Jose Ramirez. He's a complete player.
You get into the 9th inning, done deal.
We asked ChatGPT about SiteGround, and this is what it had to say. Good, better, SiteGround.
Do you see yourself maybe one day after baseball, like maybe food critic, food writer?
I would love to do that. That's the plan. I've been doing it ever since I was in the big leagues. It's just fun. It's fun to interact with people, like the fans, because a lot of my followers are baseball fans. Mm-hmm. So it's nice to interact with them on a topic that's not baseball. A lot of people seem to rally around that. I mean, who doesn't love good food?
MLB All-Star Week is lighting up Atlanta with baseball's biggest events, like the HBCU Swingman Classic presented by T-Mobile, the All-Star Futures Game, Celebrity Softball, Capital One All-Star Village and Play Ball Park, the MLB Draft, T-Mobile Home Run Derby, the All-Star Red Carpet Show, and the MLB All-Star Game presented by MasterCard. This is MLB All-Star Week. Learn more at allstargame.com.
Ball on Nessens brought to you by Nissan. Fuel your epic summer with a test drive at the Nissan Summer Sales Event. WB Mason. Request your food service catalog today at WBMason.com. And by Subaru of New England and the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester, SubaruofNewEngland.com. As mentioned, beautiful night here in Seattle once again. Red Sox coming off a pair of 2-0 victories. One of those against the New York Yankees, and then last night winning their 6th in a row. So trying for 7 straight for the first time since May of 23, when the Red Sox ripped off 8 consecutive victories. They have pulled to within 5.5 of the Yankees and have moved into the 3rd wild card spot. Got a long way to go, but if the playoffs began today, as we like to say, Red Sox would be in.
And it all starts with the pitching, right? We just talked about it in the open, and the starting pitching has been everything for this team. It's not only given them a chance to win every day and take a little pressure off the offense, it's also allowed that bullpen that's been really overused this year to catch their breath.
Tonight, the opponent is Brian Wu, a right-hander the Red Sox faced back in April when Seattle was playing a little bit better, and he pitched awfully well. 6 strong innings up against Walker Buehler here in game number 2. Day game tomorrow. Thursday, a day off. Red Sox will enjoy that in San Francisco. And then taking on Rafi Devers and the Giants. I'm just now beginning to realize how strange that sounds. Rafi Devers and the Giants on Friday in that weekend series.
It looked even stranger today, seeing the jersey with his name on it and a different number, wearing 16 now. Ugh.
Sure did.
All right.
Take a look at the Red Sox lineup tonight. It's brought to you by Plymouth Rock. I was going to check and see where the DH is going to be, but we know Roman Anthony is batting out of that 3 spot in right field last night. His first major league home run. He got a rare fastball.
You know, I want the Mariners to do something really funny.
The word was out when he hit
when the
7.
I guess when the 2 or the 3 spot or the DH spot comes up, I think it'd just be really fucking funny if
the Mariners starting pitcher.
The Mariners went
batting
batting 3rd. The designated hitter, Rafael Devers, just to fucking, because I know that Craig Breslow's there right now, and that would piss him the fuck off.
Will be at 3rd base. J.P. Crawford at short, Cole Young at 2nd, and Rowdy Tellez over at 1st. In the outfield from left to right, Randy Arozarena, Julio Rodriguez, Dominic Canzone. Doing the catching is Cal Raleigh.
Umpires tonight presented by M&T Bank. Sean Barber has the plate. James Hoy is the crew chief. He's at 1st. Lipka at 2nd, and DJ Rayburn at 3rd. We're available. The telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP brought to you by Toyota Certified Used Vehicles. And the weather forecast really pleasant here. In Seattle, 72. It says mostly cloudy, still patches of blue up there. And the wind out to right at 7 miles per hour. So life without Rafi Devers started out well last night as the Red Sox continue to throw the ball so effectively. Red Sox struck out 12 times in the game and won. Pitching staff struck out the Mariners 15 times.
It's really been impressive watching them. I'm telling you, it matters when you come to the park and you know your starting pitchers are going to give you a chance to win. It just adds a different feel to it.
Goes Duran. And
well, here's Duran to start it off against Brian Wu, 6'2", 25-year-old out of Oakland, California.
Off we go.
And we get started on ball 1. Jaron,
the ball to Jaron Duran.
His triple, his 8th, as he went 1 for 4. Abraham Toro on deck.
Yep,
and
he's right here.
Anthony. And a 1-0. And a high fly ball. That's pretty well hit. Backing up Rodriguez.
And Rodriguez under that, and that'll be out number 1.
Jarren Duran just missed one.
He sure did. He got a fastball there. That's an aggressive swing.
How you doing tonight,
that
Jaden?
Yesterday that broke that 0 for 12 skid he was on. And it seems like for him, just to get him running wild on the bases, always seems to get him down the right path again. That was a good swing.
Here's Abraham Toro batting second at first base.
Abraham Toro, 317 with 5 home runs. 1 for 3 with a walk last night. Had an RBI single to drive in Jarren Duran.
Doesn't sound like you're doing good.
It's actually a very well pitched game, obviously on both sides. This one popped up.
Did something happen, Jaden?
Top of the netting and out of play.
This kid Wu, he's got good stuff. He's got an electric fastball, but over his last 4 starts, the team just hasn't. Seattle hasn't scored runs, right? And he's got hit around a little bit. Gave up the long ball 6 times over his last 4.
Yeah, 5.11 ERA in his last 4 starts. He's gone 0-3.
You're just doing. I feel you.
There's a look at Brian Wu's pitching.
I'm just making it through.
And 4-seamer, he's going to throw a lot at the top of the zone. The sinker, he loves to obviously go southwest, use it for ground balls.
Just making by.
Main off-speed pitch.
1-2.
Getting by and fucking
at 91.
Living life, I guess.
Beating the Red Sox at Fenway on April 24th. He allowed 2 runs over 6 innings. A really good year last year, 9-3, 289 earned run average. And that's going to drill him.
Abraham Toro gets hit there.
You know what? Toro's got a few bruises after the last.
Yeah, he got bruised last night. He's getting bruised up tonight already.
Taking that one off the kidney. My goodness. Actually, that got his hip. That's actually not a bad spot. I thought it was just above the belt. That's fine right there. You'll take it there any day.
Easy for us to say. Well, you've gotten hit there, Bunch. Roman Anthony now.
Here's Roman Anthony.
Big moment last night.
His first career home run last night.
Back after his first big league home run.
Looking for number 2 right here. There's a ball.
Be curious to see if he does see any more fastballs in the zone, right? He pounds fastballs. He's breaking pitches and changeups. Changeups he really had a lot of issues with in AAA, not getting it off the ground.
Must have been shocked to see a
ball?
fastball last night. Been fed maybe 2 in 7 games, feels like. Word gets around.
Yeah, they've been spinning them to death up here so far. Small sample size, obviously, but tons of off speed.
The 2-0.
It's ball 3.
4-seamer there at 95, but now 3-0. By word gets around, obviously, when you're the top prospect in the sport, and you've hit a home run almost 500 feet. Good luck seeing many fastballs. And we'll take that one all the way for a strike.
Yeah, and look, if anybody's going to challenge them, it's some of these guys in this rotation here. I mean, the 4-seamer for Wu, 178 batting average against. And Gilbert has a good one too, and he still didn't throw it a ton yesterday, to him at least.
See what he gets here on 3-1.
And that's strike 2.
96.
It's been all
full
fastballs.
count.
I could have tricked me. I would not have expected that. But Wu, I mean, he lives and dies with that pitch.
So the Giants game has now just gotten underway.
He's on deck, runner at first, and 1 down. And a 3-2 to Roman Anthony. Fly ball into left field, a routine play here for Arozarena.
And that'll be called for out number 2.
That'll be out number 2. Now Baez next. Day baseball tomorrow at 4:10. That's Garrett Crochet against the right-hander Luis Castillo. That should be a dandy. Those two tangling. Last game of the series.
By the way, 6 fastballs right there to Roman.
How about that? It's like, you want something to shock you a little bit? Here you go. And across for a strike, started hitting the slider. Red Sox have moved into that third wild card spot coming into play tonight. Grounded foul. And the Angels did beat the Yankees. The lights have gone out on their offense. 4-0 the final.
All right.
So Red Sox with an opportunity to chip away a little more tonight.
Carlos Narvaez.
And the 0-2.
And that'll be strike 3.
Lively four-seamer.
So that'll end bring us to the bottom of the first inning here. Scoreless ball game still. Tied 0-0 from Seattle, Washington.
We know is incredibly deep. These guys are not satisfied. They are still hungry. I got them running the National League.
I think this is the first of like 4 or 5 straight world championships. This is just an incredible wealth of riches.
Great baseball comment and good guess, by the way. Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable. This is the show that never ends.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Premier talent.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns every game night. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show, weekdays on MLB Network.
Full funnel ads to reach audiences every step of the way. Fit for a marketer who works hard every day. Make media magic.
Kyle Schwarber is 0 for 3. He has flied out to center. He's struck out twice. That one is gone deep to right field. Forget about it. Into the second deck. Solo home run for Kyle Schwarber is not. Seattle coming up. Here's the Mariner lineup with J.P. Crawford at the top. And Rodriguez. Cal Raleigh, 26 home runs. Polanco's the DH. Rosarina. Tellez, Canzone, Williamson, and Young to round it out. Facing the Red Sox starting pitcher, brought to you by BuyAToyota.com. Walker Buehler, 5-4, 5.01 ERA. Red Sox starters have thrown 19 consecutive scoreless innings coming in.
We can interested to see how he attacks these 6 lefties in this lineup.
First pitch swinging, and Crawford will foul that one away to the left side. 293 with 6 home runs.
So far this year, lefties, Buehler's had an issue with them. They're hitting 307 against them. Last start, it was cutter and curveball a lot.
Red Sox held Seattle to 4 hits last night with the 15 strikeouts.
I can't watch. I can't watch that.
Puts it in play to the right side.
I was trying to watch Raffy's first at bat with the Giants. I can't watch that.
Let's take a look at the Red Sox defense, brought to you by Bigelow Tea. Marcelo Meyer at third base, Trevor Story at short, David Hamilton over at second base, and Abraham Toro at first. In the outfield from left to right, we'll go Duran, Rafaela, and Roman Anthony, and Carlos Narvaez will be doing the catching.
He sends up the talented center fielder Julio Rodriguez at 257. He's hit 10 home runs. He was 0 for 4 last night. Sitting 293 his last 18 games, but he has not homered in that span. And he's driven in just a couple of runs.
Yeah, look, his strikeout rate's gone down about 5%, 25 to about 20%. But his hard hit rate's gone down about 6% as well. It's almost like a pitcher that needs to throw more strikes. They don't throw as hard, right? A little more control.
That'll be line foul, a slicer. Cal Raleigh on deck.
I think that's what we're seeing from him is just trying to make more contact, but with that comes, to our point, less pop.
One, two from Buehler. Speaking of less pop, I mentioned the Yankees were blanked tonight in the Bronx 4-0 by the Angels. They have scored a total of 11 runs in their last 6 games. Ground ball off the end of the bat. Hamilton will gather that and get him.
And that'll be out number 2.
Down. And that's with Stanton now back. He's finally come off the IL. Had a couple of hits last night, but it didn't do him any good.
A couple of hits today. But we've seen this with the Yankees before. If Judge isn't going, they don't really go. Like, he's the engine. He was 0 for 4 with 3 punch-outs today.
2 away for Cal Raleigh, the switch hitting catcher. 259, 26 homers. Big dumper, as he's called. Last year he hit 34 home runs. Going to blow right by that this year. Did not offer.
Let's take a look at Walker Buehler's pitching arsenal. It's brought to you by Audi. A little bit of everything, right? Sinker, four-seamer, slider. He's going to use that cutter a lot to these lefties. He likes to finish them with those big breaking balls as well.
And last night we saw Raleigh as he scuffled at the plate, really with the breaking pitches.
Yeah, there were a couple that bounced way in front of the plate, and he waved at them. See if Buehler goes to that here, if he saves it for more of the spots with
Rafael Devers is hitting. I'm not watching that. I can't help myself. I'm watching it.
Polanco would hit next, just getting underway tonight in Seattle. Scoreless in the first inning. Red Sox 2 games over 500, 38-36.
So unfair, dude. It's so fucking unfair.
One ran inside and just missed him 3-2.
I was worried that got his jersey. You know, sometimes the hitter doesn't feel it. I'm sure they're looking at it in the video room right now. Shooting a good look right here. You gotta see that jersey move a little bit, but they're not gonna waste their challenge on that. It's too close.
Payoff pitch. Line drive and a base hit.
That's a base hit.
Anthony to scoop that, so Cal Raleigh with the first hit tonight. And a man on in front of Polanco, the DH.
This guy can get hit, right? He works the count. They're trying to go in with that fastball. You see it leak back over the plate, middle away. This guy gets extended. I think you'll be happy just to take a single the way he's been swinging the bat this season.
Ravish struck out.
Polanco checking in at 261. He's hit 11 home runs. He's always had good power. He hit 33 home runs 4 years ago in Minnesota.
That was painful.
And Walker needing to stay away from the home run, as every pitcher does, but it's bitten him quite a bit this year. He's allowed 11 home runs. Only 6 pitchers in the big leagues have a higher home run rate than Walker Buehler coming into game 2. And that'll be in there for a strike. 2-1.
And a lot of the times you see him give up that hard contact, it is when he's falling behind. He's not getting strike one. He's getting into these 2-0, 3-1 hitters counts, forcing him over the plate.
That'll drop down and in, a miss there. Ball 3. Red Sox starters have just been so good in this 6-game winning streak. 5-0 with a 0.89 ERA among the rotation. 3-1, not tempting enough. He did not offer. And ball 4. So Walker got the first couple of guys on ground balls, but now base hit and a walk. That'll bring on Randy Arozarena at 227 with 8 home runs. He's been fighting it. He can also get red hot.
Yeah, and you know something, this Red Sox pitching staff's been doing a lot better job of is establishing the fastball early. And Aaron Walker's gone to his whole bag of tricks so far. He's showing a lot of cutters and sweepers and sliding, a little bit of everything.
Take one inside, ball one. He was 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts yesterday. Last 40 games, he's hitting just 241.
So 1-0 count to Randy Arozarena.
He has an RBI opportunity right now in the first inning. And he'll look at another one that misses. 2-0.
See that frustration starting to build a little bit out there with Walker. Starts to get fired up out there.
Raleigh and Polanco get their leads, and it's cut on and missed. 2-1 on Arozarena.
He also strikes me as a guy that likes to pitch with a little bit of fire, right? He's at his best when he's angry a little bit.
We've seen that.
Or a lot of it.
Yeah. 2-1. 2-2.
What, Arozarena, regardless of what he's hitting, he does not get cheated.
No, he sure doesn't.
You can go look back at his career. I mean, over the last 4 years, he's one of 2 guys to be 20-20 all 4 years in a row.
2-2. And a ground ball to short. Story will charge it, go to second, and in time for the forced play. So Buehler, a bit of a scuffle, but he gets out of it.
Jeremy Pena, he's an electric type personality. Hunter Brown has been the Astros' best and most consistent pitcher.
Oh, the Diesel special tonight. You put Diesel in, you get Diesel out.
Face of the franchise, everything that is Houston now.
He's top 5 in every category for the Houston Astros.
Always just assume they're going to play in the ALCS.
There's no effort. Boom.
Late inning heroics once again. He's a legend.
AmeriQ Credit Union's new checking account rate is worth celebrating. Open a new high-rate checking account and for a limited time, earn an unprecedented 7% APY on the first $10,000 in your account. Your qualifying transactions will take you further, so you can celebrate with every new recipe, every swipe at the register, and with everyone you know. 7% APY? Now that's a checking rate worth celebrating. Get started at ameriq.org/high-rate.
A star is born, talking about Jackson Churio.
Churio flips the scoreboard with a 4-pointer. It's coming into his own right before our eyes.
That truly believe in the presence and the person that Jackson Churio is.
You have to love the versatility he brings. He can play left field, he can play right field.
Youngest player in MLB history reports 20-plus homers, 20-plus stolen bases.
This is the first Brewer that had 2 home runs in a postseason game.
Jackson Churio!
Gang sign. We all know Ellie, Gunnar, and Paul's road to the show, but what about yours? The amateur years are just the stepping stone, and your journey to the big leagues. Gang sign. Take control of choices that matter.
Now the third baseman, Derek Martin.
Level up your game.
That one way back, and it's gone.
And become a legend, because your road to the show starts now.
And the Reds are World Series champions.
Rated E for everyone.
T-Mobile Park here in Seattle. Will Middlebrooks, Dave O'Brien, and Jemai Webster with you. The Red Sox now have gone with the starters 20 consecutive scoreless innings. It was a scuffle there for Walker Buehler, but he got through it.
25 pitches.
Indeed. Here's Meyer. Marcelo 208, 3 home runs. Drives that one to left center field. Rodriguez with a long run back to the wall.
Oh, wow. What a catch by J-Rod.
Certainly one of the better defensive center fielders in baseball. The Sox have had a couple of really good cuts right away against Wu.
Yeah, Wu is one of those guys who's really good at first pitch strikes, high percentage of those. And so you're going to see these guys go up there hacking at that fastball because it might be the best pitch they get to hit in that at bat. That ball's smoked. Right, not exactly an extremely difficult play, but to your point, J-Rod covers a lot of ground and it makes it look easy.
Trevor Story at 232 with 9 home runs. Batting stats presented by your local Honda dealers. He was 0 for 3 with a walk in game 1.
see Trevor sold out for that fastball in, right? You can see how he kind of swung inside of that slider. It started middle, broke down and away from him. But you can see the direction of his swing going towards left field, kind of selling out to that two-seamer, and that one turned into a slider.
Trevor batting 296 in the month of June.
Here's Trevor Story.
0-2. He likes that four-seamer and strikes him out. Second K in the book for Brian Wood tonight.
Which is a textbook sequence, right? Two
So
sliders
why is
down
this
and away that were executed nicely.
supposed to be
allowed
pink?
Him to open up that upper
I don't know why that's
part
blue.
with velocity, but the slider in the back of Trevor's mind slows his bat down just enough to get the fastball past him.
Hamilton next, 182 of the pair.
Maybe because I was very blue yesterday.
And they're at second base, batting 7.
It's a blue Christmas without you, Rafi.
At the shortstop position, Crawford will sling it over there and got him. Closer than anticipated with Hamilton flying up that line, and he bounced it, but the Red Sox will go 1-2-3.
This guy is next level. Oh my goodness. Lots of great baseball coming, and good guess, by the way.
Play baseball like I'm still a young kid, like a little teenager.
Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable. What a moment! This is the show that never ends.
Driven to right and deep. That's over Turner Ward's head. And he makes a circus catch and disappears. That'll be on a highlight film. And Turner Ward is shaken up. What a play. And leaving the field. That will be on a highlight film for a long time to come.
Don't miss the first MLB All-Star Week event at Truist Park, as talent meets tradition in the 3rd annual HBCU Swingman Classic, presented by T-Mobile and powered by the MLBPA Youth Development Foundation. Join fans, athletes, and
No score as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Again, Red Sox starters have gone 20 consecutive scoreless innings. A man who's responsible for a chunk of that, last night's winning pitcher, Lucas Giolito, joining us from the dugout. Lucas, tremendous effort last night. Congratulations.
I appreciate it.
10 strikeouts, 91 pitches, really efficient. But you walk the leadoff man, then you get a double play ball, and you're off to the races. When do you know you're going to have a good outing?
After you throw your last pitch.
Okay.
Then you're done. You shake the manager's hand.
Fair enough, I guess, but it's been happening a lot. This one stung down the right field line and foul off the bat of Tellez. What is up with this starting rotation? You guys are all locked in at the same time.
Yeah, I think that
Nice.
The rest of us got fed up with Crochet having to carry, and so we were like, you know what, let's help you out here. Start to get locked in a little bit more.
Base hit for Rowdy Tellez.
To lead off the second.
Yeah, so Gio, something I've been watching, obviously from up here, is the fastball usage, right? And I think that's huge for you. Obviously, velocity picks up. It obviously makes your change up slider play better. I get that. The arm angle ticking up a little bit. Is that on purpose?
Yeah, that's by design. Get the arm angle up. It helps me get behind the heater. It helps with command, especially at the top of the zone, and getting more life ride on the ball for sure.
I think a lot of fans watching are saying, hey, the Red Sox are throwing more fastballs and commanding the fastball better. Fair enough?
Yeah, I'd say so. I haven't dove into the numbers of the other guys.
Fly ball, and Cedon's back there. Plenty of room for out number one.
Number one?
Yeah, I haven't dove into the numbers on the other guys too much, but I think that...
So this is Lucas Giolito talking right now.
The great equalizer right now. Baseball's trending towards very heavy off-speed usage, a lot of breaking balls. And at least for me, for that to work, I need to use my fastball. It's much better when I'm throwing it over 50% of the time.
Yeah, and I can tell you, I mean, as a hitter, or an ex-hitter, I guess, whenever a guy's executing his fastball, whenever he is throwing it, and you don't just throw it up. You see it, you dot it down, which also your changeup plays well off of as well. It's like it just changes the completed bat.
So that's running. Here's the throw down, the tag, and he is in there. A big fella rumbling down to second to get into scoring position. Not something you see every day.
No, he's going to be out of breath now. He's going to have trouble scoring on a single.
Yeah, that was a timing steal off a walk.
So, you talked about it a little bit, OB, just like the rotation, how everything's going right now. You guys are, finding your stride. Talk about a little bit just the competition, that goes on between you guys.
Yeah, I think that the way we're going right now, none of us wants to be the guy that goes out there and ends this little streak we have. We're all throwing quality starts. We're very, very motivated. We're motivating each other. We're talking a lot. So, I wouldn't necessarily call it pressure, but, we feel each and every day that the starter is trying to continue on what we're building.
7 consecutive starts out of the Red Sox rotation where every guy goes at least 6 innings. There's so much chatter around the Red Sox, obviously, Lucas, about how young everybody is. And there's no denying that inside the lineup. But guys like you who've been around a while, you're 30 years old, Walker Buehler's 30 years old. You guys have done some things.
That's ball 4.
Ball 4. You guys aren't youngsters. Aroldis Chapman's 37. Do you guys feel as a staff the leadership can come from you guys? And certainly you're doing it on the mound, every time you're pitching. But is that part of your psychology too, that you guys can be leaders here?
Yeah, I think that we
so
all
got runners on first and second here.
We're all kind of sharing
one
responsibility. We have, me and Walker, I guess, would you call it more of a veteran presence in the starting rotation. We have a little bit of experience. I'd say Walker's got a lot more. He's pitched in a lot of playoff games, won 2 World Series. But yeah, I think that we all like to do our part, especially with, the influx of younger guys coming in and helping us out here. Just always ready to have a conversation, help out in any way we can.
Walker needed a double play ball right here.
I know hitters talk a lot in game, right? Like talking about the pitcher, what they see, release point, spin, all this stuff, sequencing. Pitchers don't necessarily talk as much in between innings about stuff. Is that something this group, I know you guys are close, but in between starts, you're helping each other out, like what they saw from you?
Yeah, constantly. Yeah, we'll be looking at the iPad and stuff when, it's like me and Crochet right now. We'll be checking stuff out on the iPad. It's maybe we should do this. When we're watching each other too, if I'm sitting next to Croce or sitting next to Dobbins, it's we're trying to predict sequences, talk about, with this guy up or in this situation, this count, I really want to see him throw this pitch. They'll be like, oh, well, I really want to see him throw this pitch. Why? Okay. We'll talk about it. And, it's constantly having those conversations. It keeps you locked in the game, focused.
Driven deep. Anthony racing back.
That's off the wall. And that's going to score a run.
Williamson trying to score 2.
And that's going to score. Oh! Nice. So that only gives up 1 run there. We get the out at home.
1 run does score, 2 down. The Red Sox getting
Honestly, that was
at the dish.
Yeah, this ball was smoked off the wall, and Roman didn't have a great angle on it, so it didn't kick directly towards him. He'll get a good look right here. That breaking ball just kind of hung right over the
definitely better than it could have been.
Kind of nitro zone for the lefty. Lefty stays in the ballpark. Roman goes back, and it gets away from him. Cedon obviously backing up that play. The throw kind of went towards second base, so Hammy did a really good job of redirecting that, throwing a strike home.
8-4-2 on the relay. Top of the order in Crawford here as we chat with Lucas Giolito, coming off a tremendous performance last night. This is fun now, Lucas. I mean, 6 straight wins, and it's driven by you guys. It's been driven by the pitching staff, but doing it against good baseball teams, too. This is a very tough part of the schedule. Red Sox are playing the best baseball of the year, right?
I'd agree. Yeah, I think that, pitching's hugely important. And, if we're going like this as starting pitchers, we're putting the team in a good position to win. We're winning close baseball games, especially like those one-run games that we were losing early in the year, trying to turn that around, start to build more wins, build some momentum. It's a looser feel in the clubhouse, in the dugout. It's where we want to be.
Okay, so last question for me. This is the most important one. Have you tried the cinnamon toast seeds in the dugout?
No, I didn't.
Go find them after this. They're life-changing.
Oh, okay, I see. I will. Sounds good.
Lucas, thanks so much. Great work last night.
All right, appreciate it, guys.
A lot of fun. 2 hours, 30 minutes, too. That's getting it done. That's efficiency. Lucas Giolito joining us on the microphone.
Thank you to Lucas.
Seattle has broken through, and they snapped the Red Sox streak of 20 consecutive scoreless innings among the starters.
Nice outing last night by Lucas Giolito.
He'll let me peel back the cover, put the hood a little bit, and he'll start talking ball with you. I love it.
Oh, he does. It's going to be inside ball 4. Rough inning here for Walker. 2 walks, a single, a double. Red Sox helped him at home plate.
Yeah, 25 pitches in the first. 21 here so far in the second. Not ideal with the pitch efficiency.
So Rodriguez will step in for the second time in the ball game. He grounded out to second his first time. 1-0 Seattle. 2 on and 2 out. .47 pitches. The Red Sox starter. And that's with 2 out in second, so needs one badly here. Gets a foul out of play, 1-1.
Luis Guillorme made an incredible catch. Dude, I fucking love that guy.
Rodriguez, the 2022 American League.
I got to watch him play at AAA a bunch here in Syracuse.
Next year he hit 32 home runs.
He's a fun player.
Fell off last year, though, with just 20 home runs, driving in 68. That fall off has kind of continued this year, at least to this point.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that, right? A lot of cutters and sliders off the way that he's waving.
So 1-2 count here.
He's cheating a fastball a little bit.
Julio Rodriguez.
With some guys, you've seen him with Trevor at times where you don't feel like he's getting to the fastball, and then all of a sudden you're just kind of auto swinging at that pitch right off the plate, down and away.
One, 2 up top.
2-2.
I just feel like you go back to that cutter, slider-ish pitch off the plate, down and away. He's just not seeing that well. If you execute it, you could put him down right here.
Young at second, Crawford on at first. This has been a struggle.
Yeah, that's the pitch I wanted, right? He hasn't shown to lay off that here the first couple games, and that was the first one he really took with confidence. That fastball up and in kind of told the hitter, okay, this is what's coming.
2 down, 3-2. Runners will be on the move here. And boy, he walks another one. Man, he's walked 3 men in the inning. 4 already.
Bases are loaded.
In the first 2 innings. What if Bailey will come out? There he comes. So that is going to load up the bases. And Walker Buehler with a walk on the wild side tonight. And now a very dangerous hitter, the most feared man in their lineup, Cal Raleigh, who singled in the first inning.
Yeah,
Cal Raleigh's been fucking insane this year.
Second or third inning last night against Giolito. And that was the about the Giolito got him to chase that curveball. He threw about 57 feet, bounced in front of the plate. It was pretty aggressive, swung it a lot in that at bat. Here with Buehler and not having his command, you really got to be careful against this guy.
Cal Raleigh has 26 home runs. Holy shit. I didn't realize it was that many.
He's led all major league catchers in home runs 3 years in a row. Last year he drove in 100 runs. Swinging a high
there you
fly
okay.
ball,
Well,
field deep. Anthony's back.
Oh, wait.
Against the wall,
Nope.
and that is gone.
Fucking shit. God fucking damn it.
Cal Raleigh with his 4th career grand slam.
Walker, you're really blowing it here, aren't you?
His 27th home run.
I want to die. I want to fucking die, dude.
And that's what's been so good with the pitchers lately. And Walker hasn't had it, right? So he goes up there looking for off speed. He gets the changeup. It's elevated, and an elevated changeup might as well be a BP fastball. That's what these guys look for, to get it up in the zone like that. Just did miss it.
Mountain meeting went well.
Here's Polanco, drew a walk in the 1st inning. Rips that one on the line. Nice scoop by Hamilton.
There you go. The fucking play that got you out of the inning. Would have been great to have that. Fuck this shit.
Get 5 here in Seattle.
It's a grand slam. San Diego. Grand slam for Corey Seager. What a shot. Another grand slam for Bobby Witt Jr. How about a walk-off grand slam? It's a grand slam. Ronald hammers it to left center. It's a grand slam. Doesn't get any bigger than a grand slam.
On a distant world, you faced the enemy. And all the while, you were vacuuming. Oh, there's more to imagine when you listen.
I think this is the Phillies' division to win.
Everybody knows their role within the team. They're motivated collectively to go after that World Series ring.
Bryce Harper is one of the great faces of our sport.
Braidwood's do great things when it matters. Trey Turner, just tools out of his mind.
Trey Turner, mammoth home run.
Zach Wheeler, this guy has been nothing but sensational since he was signed.
This fan base loves us as a team. I love the city, man. A lot of fun to be able to go to the bank every single day.
They are a complete team. Time to win for the Phillies.
Game time. We all know Ellie Gunnar and Paul's road to the show, but what about yours? The amateur years are just the stepping stone, and your journey to the big leagues. Game time. Take control of choices that matter.
Now the third baseman, Derek Martin.
Level up your game.
That one way back, and it's gone.
And become a legend, because your road to the show starts now.
And the Reds are World Series champions.
Rated E for everyone.
You love the players.
50-50.
You love the game. Now you can own baseball greatness. MLB Auction lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more. With items added.
Slam 5-0 Seattle as we move on to the 3rd inning. And Rob Refsnyder, the DH. Looks over the scoreboard.
Yeah, Craig Breslow is really blowing it.
Looks like it's already down 5. And Cedric Rafaela and then Jaron Duran against Brian Wu, the right-hander.
Back to our old ways.
And it drifts inside.
Had fun for a week.
At this point in the game, right, it's 5-0 in the 3rd. These hitters got to go up there and be patient, right? You can't tie it up. You can't hit a 5-run homer.
Had fun for a week, traded our best player, and now here we are.
Red Sox in search of their first hits. Sox have gone 8-2 so far in a stretch of 15 in a row against clubs 500 or better. That includes this Seattle club, a wave and a miss. That one disappeared on them, 2-2. And Wu with a 2-2 home. He'll take that one high. It's about getting on any way he can.
Is Cal Raleigh going to break fucking Barry Bonds' single-season record?
Over the last week and a half or so, that just takes the air out.
He's not on pace to do it, but...
Talk about momentum being a real thing.
Yeah.
Right at the short.
I guess it's too hard to calculate in my head right now. I guess we'll see by game 81 where he's at. easier to calculate, is on pace.
Webster.
Well, Dave, the everyday designated hitter spot is open now, and Red Sox manager Alex Cora told us today that he and the front office are going to have a conversation about creating a lane for Masataka Yoshida to assume that role. Cora
That's
said he
so
can see
fucking
Masataka
funny,
goes
dude.
at bats, but also at the same time respecting the rehab as he works his way back from the injury. He's beginning to bounce back much better, though. He threw up to 120 feet today. Cora says if and when he is back, he can see him platooning at DH with Ref Snyder. He said that is a good at bat.
It felt like the conversations we had with Red Sox front office personnel yesterday, it might be 2 or 3 weeks as far as Massa, but they may fast track that. Rafaela, 250 with 6 home runs.
The thing with Massa is I know they keep talking about, well, they want him to be able to throw, right? I was like, how much is he going to play the outfield?
Love of this Red Sox team, Walker.
They didn't want to play in the outfield at all.
He's going to DH. Just let him hit.
I would be fine if Walker Buehler got traded.
Who knows? But I mean, it's just like have him play at the outfield here and there just to say he can. Does that add the trade?
I like Walker Buehler, but he's clearly not doing it.
One man away in the top of the third. And blew him away. He's had a good fastball tonight. Strikes out his third man, 2 up, 2 down.
Yeah, it's the 4-seamer up we've been talking about. This is even through his last 4 starts, which haven't gone as well for him. His fastball was still effective. He was getting in trouble with off speed, leaving stuff over the plate, but that fastball is as advertised.
Jared Durant 0 for 1. He is flat out deep to center. So he's 8 for his last 41. That's under 200 his last 12 games. Toro would hit next. And a 1-strike pitch from Brian Wu. He'll fly that one. Routine fly to left.
And that'll be caught for out number 3.
And that is all.
So we head to the bottom of the third in a 5-0 ball game from Seattle, Washington.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say? Cubs are going to win today.
This is their chance to have another run. This is the time.
This is the Cubs division to lose this year.
They need to be singing the song quite a bit this year.
Kyle Tucker, welcome to the Cubs. Dansby swats it.
He's one of the most talented ball players.
Pete Crow Armstrong, what a stud.
Shota Imanaga, it's about falling in love with him.
Seiya Suzuki with a grand slam.
And this is when you put the pedal to the metal.
I think we got a really good team.
There's a shot. This is really becoming ridiculous.
3-home run day for Aaron Judge.
Bronx Bombers are back.
Judge strikes one. The show rolls on for Aaron Judge.
This is a generational player. He's a special, special talent. He's going to go down to the greatest games of all time.
This summer, Major League Baseball races into Bristol Motor Speedway for a high-octane showdown between the Braves and Reds at the MLB Speedway Classic, presented by BuildSubmarines.com. The party starts early when music superstar Tim McGraw and special guest Pitbull hit the stage for an epic pregame concert. Lock in your tickets now and be a part of history at the first-ever Major League Baseball game played at a motorsports track. Visit MLB.com/Speedway Classic for details.
Red Sox with a lot of ground to make up, but Walker Buehler knocked around last inning. He was wild with 3 walks. 2 of them would score. Little fly ball into right field for Anthony. And Roman with the grab. Rosarena 0 for 2. That was the 6th grand slam hit already this season by Seattle.
Tell you what, Walker Buehler is in desperate need of a 8-9 pitch inning right here after 25 in the first and 29 in the second.
Rowdy Tellez with a base hit started their rally in the second inning, then stole second.
So I say I was way more impressed with him turning on the Jets, call it that.
1-0 raked foul.
What'd you say?
So Rowdy at it again, finding another way to hurt the Red Sox, which has been routine for him over the years.
Oh, ever. 302 with 14 homers. If he could play the Red Sox every night, he's a Hall of Famer. First ballot.
That's right. Go right to Cooperstown. There'd be no need for a vote. A wave and a miss. Knuckle curveball at 78. 1-2. Did a lot of that damage with Toronto. 1-2 pitch.
Who the hell is Dan Mears?
Blue Jays knocked off Arizona 5-4. So they will gain ground on the Yankees, who have already lost their game.
Oh, the Chiefs mascot.
That means Toronto pulls to within 3 games of first place. And in there for strike 3. Dropped in a changeup to fan him. 2 down.
Yeah, nice sequence right there with Buehler, right? He gets the slider, the pitch before that, down and in, and Tellez fouled back. And the hitter's thinking after that pitch, he's going to try to elevate four-seamer here, right? He's going to try to get up above my barrel. He sneaks that changeup in, looks like a fastball, drops back down into the zone. That was a nice one.
Canzone 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Five runs, 4 hits for Seattle. Red Sox in the first 3 innings do not have a hit. And it's 0-2.
And Buehler's last outing, he threw a lot of cutters into lefties and a lot of those big curveballs just like that. See if he starts turning to that a little bit more with the usage.
Walker already at 64 pitches.
Red Sox really this bad? Well, when you trade your best player.
Squares the count 2-2 on Canzone.
You know, it's kind of hard to be good.
Now, home runs have been a problem for Walker Buehler. We talked about it at the top of the broadcast, and just gave up his 12th home run in the Grand Slam. 2-2 and a foul ball as he hangs in there.
But also, you know, Walker Buehler has not been good.
Yeah, off speed hasn't really been the issue. I know the Grand Slam was on the changeup. He did leave that one up, but outside of that, it's been mainly because he doesn't have much fastball command.
2-2. They have made him work. He walked 3 men in the second inning. Walked a man in the first as well. And a right-hander with a 2-2 to Canzone. And a ground ball. That's fair. Past the Diamond Toro down the line. He's going to take off for second as the throw by Anthony behind the runner. So that winds up a double. He didn't exactly scald it, but he hit it in a perfect spot.
Yeah, that's going to be frustrating for Buehler, right? Because he made a really good pitch. Let's see where this cutter ends up. It's just up and in. I mean, this. If he misses this, it might hit his back shoulder. Somehow off the label, hits this right over the bag out of reach Toro. That little jut out of the fence down there. Roman couldn't get it clean.
Williamson took a walk his first trip.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Runner at second, 2 away. That's 5 hits now for Seattle. And 3 of those for extra bases. 2 doubles and a grand slam.
5 hits, 4 walks, right? It's been the walks. Now, this has just been the big issue. You know, obviously the grand slam.
Helmet came off on that swing by Williamson, 1-2. Alex Cora came into the game with 559 games managed for the Red Sox, one shy of tying Pinky Higgins for third most in franchise history. Little floater foul on a play.
We had a manager named Pinky Higgins.
Well, you were great.
No wonder we didn't win a fucking World Series for 86 years. Jesus Christ.
Pinky Higgins? Yeah, of course.
What era was that? That was the Pinky Higgins era, the 1-2 outside. Every Red Sox fan knows that.
Yeah, come on, man.
So he's managed 1,046 and he's won 559. Right.
Joe Cronin, number 1 all time. Foul back. Also in wins with 1,071. Next in line, Terry Francona.
That's my boy, Terry Francona.
744.
I can't believe it's been 14 years since Terry Francona was the
home.
manager of the Red Sox. That's
And
crazy.
There for strike 3, got the call to retire the side, a double, and 1 man left.
Yeah, Sox, I think there's a pretty good chance the Sox don't win this game.
Wow. Old school D-base jersey. This is our alternate
just
jersey.
go out on a limb and
Saturday.
would guess
I was
that.
the first team to wear the new colors. They call it Sedona Red. Don't mess up that color. Every time I wore this jersey, I would wear the high socks, black jersey, black hat. I just thought it was a really smooth look, and this is one that I'll never forget.
Cliff Daniels worked on the Spanish. That's awesome.
We all know Ellie Gunnar and Paul's road to the show, but what about yours? The amateur years are just the stepping stone, and your journey to the big leagues. Take control of choices that matter.
Now the third baseman, Derek Martin.
Level up your game.
That one way back, and it's gone.
And become a legend, because your road to the show starts now.
And the Reds are World Series champions.
Rated E for everyone. The Braves have staying power.
Just an absolute powerhouse. Big-time bombers in the lineup that could really, really hurt you. They're going to be a force again.
The 2024 National League Cy Young Award winner.
This is what the greats do. Watch him go to work.
Swing and a miss. What a way to finish for Chris Sale.
Explosiveness with the velocity and the nastiness of his pitches.
The man is on fire.
He is MLB's Sonic the Hedgehog. That's what I do every day. Play baseball.
Braves just keep on rolling.
In music, the hit can define a generation. In baseball, the right hit on draft night can change a franchise.
He is Mr. November.
The MLB Draft, presented by Nike, July 13th on MLB Network.
The Mets were a great story last season.
He did it. He did it.
You got the expectations are sky high. They know that they're built to win. I love the additions.
Watch on to the Mets. It's real.
This is landscape changing. That changes the arc of the Mets.
Just trying to get into the hit column here against Brian Wu. 5-0 to Mariners as Abraham Toro will lead it off. Got hit by pitch in the first inning. Tonight's storylines presented by FanDuel for Toro. 2 or more hits or an RBI. Roman Anthony up next. And a 1-0 from the righty. A little trickler. Pitcher will bare hand and throw to get him. Good cover there by Wu. 1 down.
Wu's been mixing it up, but that fastball's been good, right? You start having to gear up for 96 up. Start getting weak contact just like that.
Hi,
Third
Chester.
inning in San Francisco, the Giants have taken a 2-1 lead on Cleveland. Rafi Devers has contributed pretty quickly with an RBI double.
Of course.
Well, you know he's going to hit. Doesn't matter where he is. He's playing for a team on the moon. He's still going to find a way to hit.
Yep.
Roman 0 for 1. He is flied out to left. He'll take ball 1.
Actually, kind of would. I wouldn't be that mad about that if Rafael Devers got traded to like the moon MLB team. I would kind of like not even be that upset.
The 4th inning in Seattle. 1-0. He'll foul that one away. We go behind the jersey, presented by Mass Mutual, an official partner of the Red Sox. Roman Anthony last night against Seattle with a solo home run, the first of his major league career, and the youngest Red Sox player at 21 plus 34 days to hit a home run in a game for the Red Sox since Rafi Devers in 2017.
Pretty cool. It was in the same stadium too.
Baseball's like that.
Yeah, it really is.
One gone and a 1-2. And fouled away, back toward the screen. Wu is one of those pitchers who will run down the timer right down to about 3 seconds to go. Sometimes he barely gets it off.
Yeah, there's been a couple here. I'm like, okay, he's gonna call him for it, but it's like as it's hitting 0, he's starting.
2-2.
It's been hit the one fastball, second pitch, first pitch slider, and then after that it's been all change-ups and breaking balls. Let's see if Wu tries to elevate that fastball right here. It's like change-up.
Exactly right at 90 to strike him out. So 2 down.
That's a good one here, right? You look at that diving action. Looks like the two-seamer out of the hand. It's 90, 91 miles an hour. He throws it pretty hard. I don't know, I have to look at the profile of it, see if it's one of those kick changes or not, but it's got some nasty movement to it.
Well, Carlos Narvaez come up with the first Red Sox hit tonight. Struck out in first inning. A lot of first pitch strikes out of Wu.
Yeah, he is known for that. He fills it up early in counts. And that's the tough part. When you're down 5-0, you're trying to work the pitch count, get on base. Going up there swinging at first pitch, it's a tough deal right now for the Sox team.
Shatters a bat here. Soft roller to shortstop Crawford. Makes a very smooth play to retire the side. 1-2-3 again.
I want to ask you about food. What is something that you have to eat to beat a judge?
Oh, Aaron Judge! Send him to Monument Park now!
We got some good chefs in New York. They've been cooking up some nice chopped cheeses, and that kind of it gets you. Yeah, I don't know if I should tell the kids that they should be eating chopped cheese before a game.
Before the game, probably steak. That's usually what I go to.
A lot of steak, no vegetables. No vegetables? No vegetables.
Is it straight protein?
Yeah.
The alpha dog among big league closers right here. Top of the food chain. Jose Ramirez, one of the most unsung great players in the game of baseball.
Goodbye! That's why he needs his gamer.
Cutter at 100 miles per hour coming at you.
Home run, Jose Ramirez!
Red Sox are not going to try to fight Walker Buehler. That's crazy. That's insane.
Swing and a miss. You get into the ninth inning, done deal.
Even a game as timeless as baseball must evolve. Only you can control your journey's evolution.
That's a base hit.
It's a whole new ballgame. How will your journey evolve?
Breaking ball, grounder. Marshall lets Jeffries get it, toss the cone, he tags the bag. And they say safe. Watch the runner, he's not watching the runner.
Yes, he did.
The runner scores. And Cone's still arguing. Here comes the second runner. The second runner scores. I don't believe I just saw that.
At the moment, 5-0 Seattle. Most of that on a grand slam from Cal Raleigh. The Mariner catcher, the All-Star, has gone 2 for 2. That, by the way, gives him the second most home runs by a catcher before the All-Star break in Major League history. those 27. Johnny Bench hit 28 one year.
That was my guess. I was thinking it's got to be Bench.
He was pretty good too. Young will cut and miss. Johnny Bench could hold 8 baseballs in his hand.
That's crazy.
8.
I can't
You
hold
got some
one
mitts
two.
on you, brother.
Yeah, but I can go 7. 8 is a no-go.
Oh,
Can't
so-
hold 7.
So really, how many have you been able to hold in your
I
hand?
have some useless talent, but that's not one of them. I don't know. I have to try it. We'll try that.
I can
tomorrow.
maybe do 4, maybe
8
5.
baseballs.
I cannot get 8.
Not. Are you talking about one hand or both hands? If we're doing both hands, maybe 5.
It's going to be a long single for Cole Young.
And that's like I can't do this. I literally just have to. Cause I can probably do 2 in each hand, and then maybe squeeze in a third.
It's just fair.
So then I guess maybe 6.
Right here. Breaking ball off the plate in. Good angle of it. It looked like it bounced right in front of the bag. It just kind of skid right over the top of the first baseman.
J.P. Crawford is taking a walk and scored, and he has grounded out. One more look at that.
Sure did. Bounced right in.
I kind of want to try it. I only have like I don't think I have 6
hits now
baseballs
for the
laying around. I
Mariners.
probably
It's
only have
gonna
like
be
2 or
at
3.
5-0. Crawford came into the series absolutely on fire. Sunday, he hit a grand slam. As mentioned, they've hit 6 of them, which is second in the majors this year. When the Red Sox won the World Championship in 2018, that year they hit 10 grand slams. These guys already have 6.
This Red Sox team had a ton of 3-run homers early, but there's been a lot lately.
Buehler at 2-1.
Got away with the cutter right there. That one, 90 miles an hour, and just kind of hung up in the middle of the plate. Crawford swinging through it. It was a mistake.
J-Rod on deck. Hard hit. That's a base hit.
Yeah, the base hit.
Under right again. Young taking off for third. He will stop there.
And the bases are
On the corners. The hits keep on coming.
runners at the
A lot
corners.
of traffic tonight against Walker Buehler.
So here goes to that cutter again. You know, trying to go. You can see Narvaez with the glove up and in. He wanted it up above the zone for some swing and miss. There's some cold spots up there on J.P. Crawford. You can get above those hands, and that one just stays down on the plate.
So nobody out in the 4th inning. That's 11 Seattle base runners already against Walker. Rodriguez has walked and scored. He was aboard when Raleigh smashed the grand slam in the 2nd.
Red Sox bullpen is starting to move around a little bit. Nobody throwing yet.
It's going to change in a moment. 7 hits for Seattle.
Knicks don't want
And they've
KD.
gone 4 walks.
No surprise. What do you mean no surprise?
There we go. Looks like somebody's about to start.
I love
Is
KD.
that Kelly?
It is. In there. 2-1.
You know you're here too much when you're like, I don't know, 400 plus feet away and you know the body type. You're like, I've been here too much.
It's a little sad. It really is.
I know that walk.
Nobody out. 1st and 3rd. Crawford taking off at first. The cut and the miss throw down. And he's going to be in there. With Young holding at 3rd. So they've been able to do pretty much anything they want tonight. That's their 2nd stolen base.
You can see Walker, the full leg lift. He didn't go to the slide step a whole lot. That's why you're seeing these guys run, getting these bags pretty easy.
45 seconds left in the Stanley Cup Finals, Game 6. The Panthers are up 5-1,
First base, it'll be
and they lead 3-2. So they have won their second consecutive Stanley Cup final.
Man again, Cal Raleigh.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't hate just putting him on first base, set up a double play right here. The way he's been swinging the bat this year, the power he's had. And he can try to subtly pitch around him, try to get some swing and miss, but Buehler's command just really hasn't been there a whole lot.
He is 2 for 2. Raleigh, a huge Jason Varitek fan growing up in North Carolina. No accident, he became a switch hitter too, just like the Red Sox Hall of Famer. 27 home runs. Throw down to third, the tag, safe. That's close. Young Diamond back in. Red Sox thinking about a challenge on this, and they won't.
Yeah, this is something you can go to. I used to love this playing third base. When I'm playing in, infield's playing in, it's just a couple steps over. So you can give a little sign to the catcher.
Red Sox can't have nice things.
Right here,
you're right.
pop right behind him. Pitch. That's that cutter. He was trying to throw that location at J.P. Crawford. He got the hit to right. One up and in, just like that. A cutter, when you go up and in with it, with that attack angle, kind of has a little bit of rising action as it goes towards the lefty.
Infield in, second and third for the Mariners. They press it again. 1-2. Ground ball fair down the line.
And that's going to score 2 runs.
Young is in. Here comes Crawford in to score.
I want to go to bed.
It's a 2-run double for Cal Raleigh, who's driven in 6 runs in his last 2 at-bats. It's 7-0 Seattle.
Yeah, that's frustrating just because you didn't have to give him anything to hit, right? You had the base open, Polanco on deck. I'd rather pitch to Polanco, especially with the double play set up. 3 pitches up and in, and then that 4-seamer right there, middle. And that's just that lack of fastball command that Buehler hasn't had today. He goes to that pitch right there, leaves it over the middle when he is not trying to throw anything over the plate in that at-bat.
Well, another rough one for Walker Buehler, and he is done for the night. Red Sox have to go to the bullpen pretty darn early, too. 7-0 Seattle. More in a moment.
We all love the big moment. The big moment doesn't start with the big result. It starts with the yard work. Because the big moment is just one moment forged by 1,000 moments. Strauss in Major League Baseball. You're up. Go yard.
I think the sneaky team to watch is the Giants. It's going to be fun to watch this staff. That is the best ballpark in the world to pitch in San Francisco.
A lot of experience up top.
I like where this team's headed.
High drive!
Oh, yeah, very terrible game.
Glenn might be the most underappreciated quality starter.
Well, not as bad as the Yankees, though. They've gone 29 consecutive innings without scoring a run.
Yeah, for me, it's really important for us to establish that game.
You're going to be talking about the Giants in September again.
What is something that you snack on that you don't worry about?
I love Uncrustables. I could eat like 10 of them in one sitting.
No regard for his body? I don't even wait till they thaw out.
Hey, put them in a toaster next time. Just toast it, yep. It'll change your life.
Yeah, just an incredible play by Riley Green. You're an all-star on the field and off.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
thank you.
Riley Green, bro, food genius.
I believe this one's it's a rookie card, I know, but I feel like it's the first card that I ever, big league card. Obviously, as a kid, trying to get to the big leagues, the dream of making it, but as a kid that had cards, right, as a kid, this is like seeing your card the first time. It is pretty cool. So that's pretty powerful when you see that card.
Ace ticket with the best seats at the lowest prices. And that was a scuffle from the get-go. 3 1/3, 7 earned on 93 pitches. Just never found it. And he was hit hard. Gives way to Zach Kelly. Polanco in. Runner's going to take off. And it'll go all the way to the backstop.
There you go. Fucking
Big turn by Raleigh. Everything's going his way tonight. He's got the grand slam and a 2-run double. He also has a single.
Yeah, you see that like shuffle lead. just a walking lead moving towards third. Kelly just not paying a lot of attention, thinking he's not running. I mean, we've already seen Rowdy Tellez take a bag. And at this point in the game in the fourth, I know it's 7-0, but it's still free game.
It is a steal. 1-0 pitch to Polanco.
It's just tough, like giving up that bag like that, not really paying attention to him, because now you look up with one out, man on third, and all of a sudden your infield has to play in again and you lose range.
Seattle with 3 stolen bases tonight. 2-0. Fly ball into left field for Duran.
And that'll be
coming in on
caught by Duran for out number 2. Warner's going to tag from third, and that'll be an 8-0 ball game.
Polanco with the RBI, number 36. And another run to charge to Walker Buehler. Close the book on him, 8 earned.
It's cutter there from Kelly, middle. All of a sudden,
That's probably it for Walker Buehler.
Matters, right? Because now you got a sac fly instead of just a harmless fly out to left and 2 outs.
Yeah, it's probably going to be the last time we see him in a Red Sox uniform.
2 down for Arozarena, who's gone 0 for 2. Boy, a couple of nice streaks for the Red Sox starting rotation. Really dissolved in an ugly way here tonight. Red Sox starters had thrown 19 consecutive scoreless innings until Buehler was knocked around to the tune of 5 runs in the second inning. Red Sox with this run of quality starts and going 6 innings, that all goes away tonight. And now they're down 8-0. And a 6-game winning streak is in serious jeopardy. Two away and a 1-2. And a wave and a miss to strike him out.
Strike 3.
Retire, but they're going to pick up 3 more. It is now 8-0.
In the 4th inning, we head to the 5th inning in an 8-0 ball game.
The alpha dog
From Seattle, Washington.
Right top of the food chain, Manuel Clase.
Jose Ramirez, one of the most unsung great players in the game of baseball.
Goodbye. That's why he needs his gamer.
Cutter at 100 miles per hour coming at you.
Home run, Jose Ramirez.
Best power, speed, and run production is Jose Ramirez, and Jose Ramirez. He's a complete player.
Swing and a miss. You get into the 9th inning, done deal.
Win streak was fun while it lasted. Yeah, it was. It was definitely fun while it lasted. Well, the final game wasn't that fun. You know. But it's over now. Probably. I can't say for sure. There's still some baseball to be played. You know. Seen crazier things. But it certainly looks like it's over.
Level. Oh my goodness!
Lots of great baseball coming, and good guess, by the way.
Play baseball like I'm still.
Look for the Mariners, pull the Braves, yeah.
Trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
No way! What a moment! This is the show that never ends.
Nothing Seattle here in game 2 of the 3-game series. Marcelo Meyer 0 for 1 tonight with a fly to center. He's leading things off, and then Story and Hamilton. We check out tonight's home run odds.
That was the queen of Darius today. Pretty slow. Pretty fucking slow. But everybody else doesn't really know how to do anything, so I wasn't even able to. Well, I left a half hour early. But, like, I wanted to leave at, like, 2.
Tonight, leading off the 5th.
And I left at 5:30.
Runners. That's the second batter of the game when Toro got hit by a pitch. Hadn't been much a lot of contact whatsoever. fastball to the middle of the plate. I thought maybe you'd see Canzone maybe lay out for this one, but he pulls up.
I'm like the only person there who can fucking do anything. Well, that's not true. There's a bunch of competent people. But there's a lot of new people.
Tonight. Trevor Story has struck out 0 for 1.
And 2 good swings from Marcelo. That first fly out, he just missed a homer to center. His first at bat. Now scorched.
Have I gotten promoted? No, because they've offered me like the shift leader position before. So I guess technically in a way I have because I've been offered the position. But I've declined the position because fuck that. It's like not worth the raise that you get for that is like so little and you do so much more work. You're like selling your soul for that fucking company. And I'm a person who's very like strict. I'm very stingy with my time. Like I am very strict. I work 8 to 6 Monday through Friday. I will not be working on any days that I do not work. I mean, I might if you ask me nicely. I might, but like if I request a day off, that is my time. You know, I don't. If you're a shift leader, like you don't get to really do that.
1-2. Breaking ball didn't snap.
So I'll have to see him in that Florida uni, right?
Look, he made himself pretty much at home in it. The series he had.
So he's got 2. He won the one in what? That was 11. Now this one.
Florida's got it going. Popped up and a play in foul ground. Tellez over and he's got it. One down.
So I was working like I was just kind of working whatever. Obviously, like my only day off was Sunday since the beginning of me working here, and then like the end of April, I put my foot down. I was like, all right, I'm not working nights anymore. I'm not working Saturdays anymore. You got me 8 through 6, Monday through Friday.
Exactly. We'll get you home.
Hamilton 0 for 1.
Thing is like it's so much easier to like.
Of all the things that Cal Raleigh has done tonight,
like no matter how bad a day is at work, it's so easy to just like not really care. Because like my mindset is like, oh, once 6 p.m. rolls around, it's not my problem. You know, whatever happens after 6 p.m. is not my problem. And that makes it a lot easier to like stomach. Nick works at Dairy Queen too, so like on the shifts that he's working, like when he works nights after I work the day shift, I really try hard to like put him in a good position to have the best, easiest shift possible. Even though it usually doesn't work because the shift is still kind of a nightmare, but
that ties him with Aaron Judge.
You know, I do my best that I can to make his shift easy.
Great year. He's had several of them in his career, but this far and away the best. 2-1.
He's just so good defensively too, right? It's not just like a one-trick pony. I mean, he goes up there and he matches.
Do I like my job? I like the people.
He's one of the best framers on the
I'll say that much. I like the food.
Yeah, he's a platinum glover, gold glover. 3-1. And a miss there, 3-2. And Hamilton's going to be ball 4.
It's ball 4.
And he will take his base, so Sox have something going on at last, first and second.
It looks like the Red Sox are falling apart. I mean, it's one game, but yeah. Free ice cream sounds like a good deal. Technically, everything's half off for employees, but that's one of the like the perks that I have is like I don't technically get free food, but like if I make myself a fucking Blizzard or I make myself a burger, they're not gonna say jack shit. Because, like, what are you going to do? Fire me? I'm like one of your best fucking employees. You know?
One hit, the single by Marcelo Myers.
What are you going to do? Trade me to the Giants? I'm your best fucking player.
That's the thing, too. Over this run where the starting pitching's been so good, the offense hasn't been exactly crushing the ball. They've been scoring enough to win just because the pitching's been so good. You knew coming into this series you were going to face some arms here in Seattle.
Yeah, the offense hadn't been great even with Rafi Devers.
I usually don't actually pay for my stuff.
Been outstanding.
And they never say anything. I'm definitely batting over 500 in the Dairy Queen
A good cut by Rob Refsnyder.
league.
Red Sox at the moment 2 games above 500 for the first time since May 11th when they were at Kansas City. Feels more like last season at this point. 0-2.
Got 2 runners on, 1 out. Top of the 5th.
Garrett Crochet
Down by 8
tomorrow
runs.
Afternoon at 4:10, last game of this series. And last of the season series with the Mariners up against Luis Castillo, very tough customer.
On It's the Jesus Christ, Andy, that was a mouthful.
Red Sox will enjoy an off day on Thursday in San Francisco and taking on Rafi Devers and Giants on Friday. Rafi was taking ground balls at first base in San Francisco before their game tonight against Cleveland. There are those who believe he is going to be starting at first base on Friday night against the Red Sox.
That'd be fucking hilarious, dude.
We shall see. 1-2.
Oh, but at work today, like how, like the dipping sauces come in like a little cup and then they'll have a lid on it, just a little plastic lid. I found a lid that was just totally fucked up in manufacturing.
Into the off-season,
Like, I don't know what the hell went wrong here.
It was awesome.
So they would like to see you back.
We'll be going back.
Good for you.
Yeah, that would be probably the
Day trip. And
equivalent.
just outside. Good take. 2-2.
You're the wine guy. I need you to make me a list.
Damn, Andy, my fucking favorite team's best player just got traded, and you're being the most negative one here.
2-2, 1 out, 2 on. Down he goes.
I don't blame you, though. There's no reason to be positive.
But in the end, 2 down.
Wu might show you some off-speed here and there, but he's always going to resort back to that fastball. And he is spotting that thing up today. Up, down, in, out. He's good.
You guys are talking about Rafi Devers possibly being at first base on Friday, and I wouldn't bet on that for sure if it was me, but Giants manager Bob Melvin talked about him being willing to play the position there once he arrived. And they had
See, like, that's what happens when you communicate with your players and, like, you actually have, like, a healthy relationship with them, is that they're more willing to do things for you.
Danzo making a play. That was in fair territory. Red Sox with a threat, the best of the night, but they strand 2.
An Orioles minor league player died. The Panthers win the Stanley Cup Finals. Back-to-back championships. Brad Marchand. Gonna win the Finals MVP.
Everything that is Houston now.
Probably, right?
In every category for the Houston Astros.
Or is it gonna be Connor McDavid? Look, fucking Connor McDavid plays for the Oilers. I don't know shit about hockey.
Late inning heroics once again. He's a legend.
I don't know jack shit about hockey.
Every last piece of
Besides the fact that Connor McDavid played for the Oilers.
impossible connection.
My favorite hockey player ever is fucking Tuukka, bro. Remember Tuukka Rask? That's like, I like that guy. He was a cool dude. I don't even know where he plays now.
If you're the Nationals, you're starting to see the building blocks of being the team that you expect.
Rowdy Tellez to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning.
Got no clue who
8-0
Tim Thomas
Seattle.
is.
Inning 5,
Literally, like, I probably
Power
can
by
name
7
all the
by
hockey players I know on, like, both.
He's been involved, a
like,
base hit, stolen base, and a run.
Wayne Gretzky, Alex
Walker
Ovechkin,
Buehler.
Brad Marchand, Tuukka Rask,
Second out in the 4th
Tyler
inning,
Sagan,
allowing 8 earned runs.
Connor McDavid, fucking, what's the dipshit's name for the Penguins?
Red Sox pitching, starting pitching's been so darn good, but
No, he was like the best for a while. Everyone loved him.
Raleigh tonight.
Fucking, what was his name? God damn it.
So a lot of command issues.
Played for the Penguins. Like the best player.
And Kelly
I don't know, that's
Holmes,
gonna bother me now. This guy who played for the Sabres, because Dom actually watched the Sabres for a little. Yeah, Sidney Crosby. This guy who played for the Sabres, he was a very insignificant player, but I remember him.
Toronto knocked
Trace
out
Thompson.
Minnesota 5-4.
Um,
Atlanta beat them.
and then I think that's probably it. I think that's it.
0-2. Paston for strike 3. Good strikes out the second time.
Yeah, good fastball there from Kelly. You showed a lot of off speed. Throwing the changeup a little bit more. He obviously goes to that cutter a lot here lately. Good to see him reach back as he's got 97, 98 in his back pocket. This June and July, be part of the action with exciting promos like on-field photo day and replica jersey giveaway. For details, go to redsox.com/promo.
And Zone puts it in play. The shortstop is Story. And on target, 2 down. And we'll bring up Ben Williamson, the third baseman.
You haven't watched the Bruins since they got humiliated by the Panthers a couple years ago?
Giants are tied up with the Guardians, 2-2. They're the 5th inning in San Francisco.
I very rarely watch hockey.
Raffy with an
There's
on that one.
the minor league team of the Tampa
out
Bay
his twisted bat
Lightning
tonight.
are in Syracuse, so sometimes we'll go to those games.
Williamson has drawn a walk and struck out looking.
Me and Dom will go to those games sometimes, but and then sometimes I'll watch on TV. Usually I watch like a total of like one hockey game a year on TV.
Yeah, it's odd.
I really like those outdoor games. I remember
Some's still out.
I remember the during the COVID season, they still wanted to do the outdoor games,
Pacific Northwest. Here's
but they couldn't have fans, and it was kind of like a good thing almost that they couldn't have fans because they were able to get super creative with it.
Good work after dinner.
They went out to this location in Lake Tahoe,
View of the skyline.
and it was just beautiful. Remember I watched that Bruins game?
Seattle, 2-1. Punch to third.
No, I never saw the Manchester Monarchs.
Balance skips it over there. Oh, a fine play. Got him. Outstanding play by Marcelo. That's going to be a 1-2-3 inning with a Gold Star play.
That starting rotation, it doesn't get better. Dominating night from Logan Gilbert.
Trying to be out there and take the ball as much as I can.
Taking a miss against Luis Castillo.
It's wipeout stuff. He's a legit ace.
Talk about depth the Mariners really have.
What a masterpiece from George Kirby.
Just trying to go out there and give my team the best chance to win.
Julio Rodriguez is an absolute superstar out there in center field.
Off my zone, Julio.
Once I go, I just want to have everything ready.
Guy's dangerous.
Julio.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend, designed to hydrate better than water. Made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and earn a place in Gatorade. Is it in you?
You know a leader when you see one.
You went to the Bruins game and you were on the Jumbotron?
Vantech has been advancing the industry for decades.
There was one game, Syracuse Mets game, where like you like posted a picture to like a hashtag and then they put you on the Jumbotron, and they put me on the Jumbotron. Actually, when I was at Dover in 2018, a cameraman came by and he started filming the crowd, and then they turned the camera over to me, and then I looked at the screen and I was on the screen. Oh, you're talking about the Manchester Monarchs? You're not young enough to get on NASCAR on Fox. Dude, it'd be so funny if like some of those cameramen got like investigated.
Entire package.
They pulled like a fucking Wander Franco.
Top 6, 8-0 Seattle. Here in
Pulled a
game
Rick
2.
Crawford. That's the NASCAR equivalent.
Twice, once to center, once to left. Toro and
It's not Mike Joy who's doing
Brian
it.
Woo's
He's not the cameraman.
Red Sox have one hit against them and just a couple of base runners, just 3 base runners actually. Ground ball, a little soft hop to first and up with it Tellez for the out.
It's on number 1.
Check out the T-Mobile coverage cam.
A little love for the glove. Last out of the 5th. Ben Williamson hits this ball to third base. Tricky bouncer down the line. And Marcelo.
It's definitely Clint Boyd. Jesus Christ.
Comes in on it. He's so comfortable throwing on the run.
I think when it's Harvick.
Did that so much as he played shortstop. It's a nice play right there.
Toro hit by a pitch and grounded back to the hill, so he's 0 for 1.
Well, Meyer, I mean, he's made that transition to third base rather seamlessly, right? He's really smooth over there. A lot of confidence in that glove.
Get the feeling anywhere he plays. Yeah. 0-2.
Anywhere he's got a glove on his hand, he'll look good doing it.
Roman Anthony on deck, 1 away, the 0-2. Little worm killer to second.
And that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down. Roman looking for his first hit tonight. He's flied out, struck out so far.
I think Kevin Harvick doesn't want to see you on camera. Yeah, Kevin Harvick definitely does not want to see me on camera. I'll say some mean things to him. Here's Roman Anthony, 0 for 2 tonight.
Challenge him right
Had his first career home run yesterday.
Even 8-0, right? Still, Woo still protecting the back of his baseball card, right? Just at 68 pitches, he's trying to work deep into this one.
Did feed him a lot of fastballs his first at bat. He flied out. In there, strike.
That's nasty two-seamer. I mean, that started 6 inches in off the plate, worked back to the corner. What was interesting too is Cal Raleigh's giving old school signs right now. He's putting fingers down. If they're having issues with pitch calm, or it's just what Woo likes with nobody on.
Change. 1-2. He struck out 5.
You beat Lee Diffie this year if we see him walk out of the booth at loud. Yeah, we could.
Now he's back to the pitch calm. That's odd.
I can meet Carl Edwards this week, potentially.
When he went fastball in that first pitch, he put his pinky down and called the pitch. Maybe they don't have a button for that one? I don't know.
He had a notion and he stayed away and held the bat back 3-2. See what he gets here with a full count.
Do a backflip onto his face. Well, I like the guy, so I wouldn't want to kill him.
2 down.
I'd be like, this is for Richmond 2016, bucko. And then do a backflip on his face.
And struck him out.
You're earning a reputation as one of the powerhouses on the team, Capricorn, and it's all due to your hard work on and off the field. Your hot streak shows no signs of slowing down as you continue to blast homers and drive in runs. Keep nurturing your exceptional
I wonder if Carl can
ability,
still do the
because the
backflip.
more effort you put in, the greater you'll grow.
You know, this is something that maybe most of y'all might not remember, but when Carl Edwards won, his final
He
race,
has a weapon for
the Texas Fall Race in 2016.
pitches with an attitude.
2 weeks before his final race.
Everyone wants to watch this guy.
That was a rain-shortened race, and he said that he would do a backflip at Homestead. So he never did a backflip for his final
Go out
win.
there to center field, relax, and I think this is a 30-30 guy this season.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. For something completely new, there's Spinball. Just spin the wheel and build your team for a chance to win. And can't forget the classics like Trivia, Find the Numbers, and MLB Bingo. The game's official home for games is MLB Play.
Yeah, it
Only
has.
on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Was his last backflip 2016 Richmond? Did he have another win after that? Because I know he won Bristol Richmond back-to-back. I don't know if he won another one. No, I think he had 4 wins that year. So what win am I missing?
And good guess, by the way.
Play baseball like I'm still a young kid, like a little teenager.
Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable. This is the show that never ends.
Seattle tonight did it 8-0. Our 5-4.
Didn't he win 4 races that year?
Bullpen. Brendan Bernardino coming on.
Darlington was 2015.
Seattle in 2022.
Wow, I thought he had 4. I don't know why.
And he'll get 9-1-2 here in the 6th. Mariners out hitting the Red Sox 8-1.
Almost had 4 when he won Phoenix, or almost won
Cal
Phoenix.
Raleigh show. All-star catcher for the Mariners has driven in 6. He's stolen a base, hit a grand slam, and scored twice.
It's a good week. Goodness. Bernie, like Weissert and Chapman, 30-plus appearances. This is his 33rd appearance already this season. And for a bit, it felt like he was throwing every day for about a 2-week period.
Pretty close.
So Brendan Bernardino's in the pitch.
Yeah, gotta take care of that arm.
Honestly, I don't think he should be pitching in this game. He's been working far too much.
Man here in the 6th inning.
This game, we should just punt on this game. Bring in like fucking, I don't know.
Either. He was getting a lot of high leverage, you know. But
Put in Abraham Toro to pitch.
Tie ball game.
No, we're not that far back yet. We're not.
So I mean, those
It's not that much of a blowout.
spots can start to wear on you.
Crawford's been in the thick of it. He has scored 2 of their runs. Stolen base. He is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Good leadoff man. Fine defender.
Uh-oh. Damn. What the hell was
Baseballs
that?
everywhere. All over the diamond. It's chaos.
Fire. That could have been bad.
Almost hit Bernie.
This is a bit ugly. Yeah, take a shot at Bernie. Yeah. Everybody wind up and take a shot at Bernie.
If you catch both of them, that's the trick.
Oh, man. Then you're on Sports Center. Maybe you're leading.
Do you remember Jake Peavy in San Francisco? He like made a
Bernie Sanders,
check
yeah.
swing and he
Bro, Bernie
all
Sanders
those
should have
swings
been
barking at the
president,
third
bro.
base umpire.
If Bernie Sanders was president,
and Posey throws the ball
life
back,
would be
and as
dream,
he's throwing
bro.
it, Peavy looks to start barking at the umpire.
There wouldn't be
He's
no
holding his glove in his
fucking
chest, and the ball
ice
just
raids.
lands right in his glove.
There wouldn't be no fucking
And in there for a call.
whatever that bullshit was where everybody hated Biden for those 12 guys and like fucking the Taliban or whatever. I don't know.
At some point, he's barking. It's
We would never have had any of that bullshit if Bernie Sanders was the
probably most
president.
fiery competitor I ever played with. We added him trade deadline in 2013, and he fit right in with that group.
He did. He was ferocious. 3-2.
Bernie Sanders was the president.
Ball 4.
What was that?
The Red Sox would have more World Series.
Crawford will take a walk.
Bernie Sanders would not have allowed the Rafael Devers trade. Honestly, the president should be able to veto any sports trade. The president should be able to veto any sports
You guys
trade.
were talking about Marcelo Myers' defense earlier, and in talking to him, it seems like he enjoys that.
We're going to war
some of the
against
things he's
Iran?
able to do offensively.
I don't know
He's
why
made
I
some
wasn't
highlight
filled
reel
in on
plays
that.
Since he came up, you guys might remember the one he made in Atlanta where he was diving right at the line to end the inning. He really is a dirt dog in that regard. He said that I love it. He says there's nothing better than doing than going to the park, taking hundreds of grounders on a daily basis. He says he loves playing decent defense, and for him, he says it's really exciting.
For us too.
Would Trump have vetoed the Luka trade?
That's what I missed the most. I loved working.
I don't know.
Defensive stuff.
Trump probably.
Liner up the middle.
Yeah, he likes Texas and hates LA, so yeah, he would have vetoed that trade.
Target practice. Solid single up the middle by Rodriguez. And here
We're
comes
closer than ever
Rodriguez.
to going to war.
We're staying second in front of
Bro,
Brazil.
if we go to war, I will not change a single thing about my life. I will keep doing the same exact things that I'm doing right now.
3 at-bats, 3 hits, a grand slam, 6 RBIs. And is tied a career high. He's got a chance for more right now.
The president should remove Craig Breslow,
In
yeah.
the second inning, 2-run double in the fourth.
Yeah, so he hit 296 hitter from the right side with 8 homers. Much more homers. He got 18 homers from the left side of the plate, but he only hits 242 from that side. So a little more higher contact rate.
Reality, the president should remove John Henry. He's the real man who is the real actual fucking problem here. John Henry and Sam Kennedy.
Fenway, first catcher ever to do that at Fenway. In there for a strike. We were all like, wait a minute.
What about Tech?
Tech didn't do that?
I know.
Like, Tech did everything. Well, that's something he did not do. Although this guy grew up idolizing Jason Varitek. I know no catchers who have come up in the last 15 years, it feels like, who didn't grow up idolizing Jason Varitek. Popped into right.
President should add 900 horsepower back.
Anthony in. Hamilton makes the play, and the runners will stay put with 2 down.
I might sound like an idiot,
In front of Jorge
but like,
Polanco.
I agree we should add more horsepower back. But what would that actually really change? Like, would it actually really change anything?
Take a ball forward. 8-0 the Mariners in the bottom of the 6th. And 2 on for Seattle. Polanco also a switch hitter.
But like,
Right-handed.
how would it make the racing better?
Crawford and Rodriguez aboard. 1 ball, 1 strike.
They should just go full NHRA and just have 10,000 horsepower.
And the lefty's 1-1. In there for a strike, and that was Narvaez.
Pulled that thing back, didn't he? He's been good back there this year, stealing strikes. Good look at this one. Watch where this is. Starts way out there, and he catches it just a little deeper, so it has a little more break towards the plate right in front of the umpire. Catches it a little deeper, then pulls it back a touch more.
Toronto key win tonight. Blue Jays
I feel like it'd make the
now
racing
back
better
to
in
the
some
Yankees.
places, and some places it would be worse.
Tampa
Because
Bay
what we have
two
right now are like Charlotte
a
and,
fly ball
you know,
into right
Kansas
field shallow.
is just cinema.
They will make the grab. A little bit of a threat, but 2 left for Seattle.
Big guys like Bush would benefit, yeah. Probably.
Well, that's a great baseball color. And good guess, by the way. Good luck trying to hit that, man. It's unhittable.
This is the show that never ends.
Our want to talk about the Angels. They're my big surprise team of 2025.
The Angels make sure the halo will shine brightly tonight.
Everything is going well. We're all on
Yes, it is, actually, Jaden. It is. It is.
Game's on Elvis. Magneto magnificent. High octane.
Jaden's right. It is.
Kenley looks great. The velo, the spin, it's all A+. No way! The Halos are unstoppable right now.
The journey. It starts here, on the fields where dreams begin. Every swing counts. Every step matters. Every moment inspires. The fundamentals today, the possibilities of tomorrow. Pitch, hit, and run. The journey starts here. Scan the QR code to sign up today.
Off to the bottom of the fourth, then Vinny Pasquantino leads off. Drill, deep right center, headed for the fountains. Splash! There it is. Perfect night for a splash down.
Oh, man. How about that swing? There's a fastball you're looking for. You jump it. It's in the middle. Don't miss. Remember, we were talking about it early. Don't miss when he makes a mistake.
7th home run of the season for Vinny Pasquantino. Now that had to feel good.
Team leading 26th RBI.
I think the sneaky team to watch is the Giants.
It's going to be fun to watch this staff. That is the best ballpark in the world to pitch in San Francisco.
A lot of experience up top. Top 7, Red Sox trail 8-0, just trying to get on the scoreboard here tonight in Seattle. Will Middlebrooks, Dave O'Brien, Jemai Webster alongside at T-Mobile Park. Big inning for Seattle was the second. They got 5, got 3 more in the 4th inning. So from early on, the Red Sox were playing catch-up. Ooh, high and tight. That one knocking Narvaez back off the plate.
This one. It's that close, you can just about smell it.
Fuck yeah,
Looks out there like, come on, man. You haven't missed a spot all night.
Throwing a one-hit shutout. Walked only 1. And 2-0. From Brian Wu. Seattle had lost each of his last 4 starts. He had an ERA over 5 over that period.
The Mariners broadcast has a fucking Australian guy, and I love it.
Fireworks down there.
I fucking love it.
Tonight. And Tatis wore one early in the game. Padres drilled Ohtani.
Ohtani.
Dave Roberts came out, got tossed after they issued warnings.
Wow. 2-1 inside. That's a heated rivalry.
Yeah, you know, with San Diego playing good baseball the last 3-4 years, it's really gotten a lot more heated. Not only between the players, but the fans.
Listen to this shit. Switch it over to the
full count.
Okay. See some of those swings, just stay right there with it. The back from this count, possible to top of the strikes and get that swing and miss.
3-2.
Bro, every time I turn on a Mariners game and I hear that guy's voice, I just smile. I just fucking smile.
Yeah, that's been a good one for baseball since the Padres got really competitive.
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 teams that are just loaded with superstars, right? It's a fun series, especially when they meet late or they play in October.
3-2 again. Spoiled another one.
Heads up, Lou. Go in there.
I didn't have a look at it, but it went inside one of the booths.
I'd been the one right of them because they're right next to us.
Yeah, they look like they didn't even notice it.
Here comes another one. I love that Fleming's always got his sunglasses on. It could be 2 a.m. He's got them on. Sun never sets on a Will Fleming.
Doing a little fishing on air.
They went fishing this morning. Luke caught fish.
3-2 fouled back. He caught a number of salmon, he said.
Yeah.
Very proudly. 10th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Narvaez throwing in a bat on Wu right here. He's gone high and tight 3 times or so in this at-bat.
And in the end, it's going to be ball 4. He earned a walk. Red Sox have taken 2 of those tonight. And brings out Marcelo Meyer. Viva Tequila Seltzer is the official hard seltzer of Red Sox coverage on NESN. It's available at your local Luke's Liquors locations throughout Cape Cod. Marcelo, a base hit last time up, and he's also flying to center deep. A couple of good swings. He's made an outstanding defensive play. Right to Tellez, down to second one. Back to first.
Double play.
For the double play. And 2 down.
Prod Sox.
Another ball. Marcelo's hit hard, but this one just right into the ground at Tellez. Textbook right there by him just getting right back to the bag. Didn't take it too far away from him. You don't have to worry about Wu having to cover.
Christian Campbell is going to hit. Going to bat for Trevor Story here. Trevor went 0 for 2 tonight.
Yeah, 8-0 game in the 7th. Get some of these. If you can get a couple of your everyday players off their feet for at least a couple of innings, you'll try to save them.
Christian 227 with 6 home runs. He was the DH last night. Rob Refsnyder tonight. So he's trying to piece it together with that position after the Rafi Devers trade to the Giants. Ground ball at short. Crawford digs it. And a nice dig by the first baseman as well to retire the side.
It's the great mascot race.
I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
It's the home stretch. All in. It's the play of the plate. It's Raleigh. Congratulations on winning the great mascot race.
This guy is the entire package.
Struck him out. My goodness.
He has a weapon for every hitter.
Good luck. 99.
And what I like most about him, he pitches with an attitude.
They're still on their feet for Paul Skeens.
Everyone wants to watch this guy.
Must-see TV for me.
6'7", top 5 exit velo, #1 arm in the sport.
There's a Cruz missile. More fireworks.
He can go out there to center field, relax, and I think this is a 30-30 guy this season.
With the new U.S. Bank Smartly Visa Signature Card, you can earn an unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase.
You're trying to elude me, Mr. Falcon, but I will find you.
You're really going all out, huh?
Getting cash back on all of this.
I'm coming over.
No matter what you buy, earn more smartly with the U.S. Bank Smartly Visa Signature Card.
Jeremy Pena, he's an electric-type personality. Hunter Brown has been the Astros' best and most consistent pitcher.
Oh, the Diesel special tonight. You put Diesel in, you get Diesel out.
Face of the franchise, everything that is Houston now.
He's top 5 in every category for the Houston Astros. Always just assume they're going to play in the ALCS.
There's no effort. Boom.
Late inning heroics once again. He's a legend.
FW Web for plumbing, heating, PVF, and more. Go where the pros go. Visit FWWeb.com for a location near you. The last out of the 7th inning. Jorge Alcala coming on to do the pitching. Just acquired from Minnesota. And he's changed from minor leaguer Andy Lugo. His numbers with the Twins. Dylan Moore, the hitter, will swing at the first pitch and pop it up. Toro with a play in foul ground and one away. Red Sox with a couple of defensive changes. That is Nady taking up residence in left, and Campbell will remain in the game to play second, replacing Hamilton.
Yeah, I'll call it for everybody who's not familiar. He's got a good fastball, 97, 98, good four-seamer. He's got a slider, curveball as well.
Rowdy Tellez, and this one hitless.
Issue with him is a lot of walks. Live fastball, live arm.
On the 7th one out.
Man.
9 hits for Seattle. Red Sox with just 1.
Yeah, it's been pretty terrible, Andy.
And spun him around as he went.
Oh yeah, so this guy Jorge Alcala got traded to the Red Sox last week.
Cubs winners over Milwaukee.
Not in the Raffy trade.
St. Louis beating up on the Chicago White Sox.
Ever gone to the Rosamond Gifford Zoo? I have. I've been there. I think probably 5 times.
White Sox losing their 50th game of the year.
And then me and
already lost 57.
Dom and Nick and a few other friends, we have been to this abandoned building, abandoned asylum that's right next to that zoo, and it's fucking awesome.
Run away with the Central a little bit, up 6.5 on Milwaukee. That offense has been scoring a ton of runs.
Red Sox will face the Cubs in Chicago right after the All-Star break. 2-2 on Rowdy. Red Sox got a very short start tonight. Out of Walker Buehler, just 3 1/3, 8 runs. Swinging him a strike 3.
What, his big curveballs look good. These hitters having to gear up for that upper 90s, that live fastball.
I don't know if I really support zoos anymore, though. I feel like you should just let the animals just live, not in captivity, you know?
So 2 down. Canzone has gone 1 for 3 with a double out of the Ohio State University. And a strike. The Dodgers and Padres are in the 8th inning. They're 3-3. Cleveland has taken a 3-2 lead on the Giants in the 7th. And 2 bounces up there. With a curveball in the dirt. Tomorrow afternoon, Garrett Crochet back on the bump. 6-4, 2.24 ERA. That's at 4:10 tomorrow right here on NESN against the right-hander Luis Castillo. Check swing, he made contact, fouled that away.
Make it down to Pike Place Market yet?
Not on this trip.
The hard part is not getting there. It's walking back straight uphill all the way back.
Good workout?
Good little workout.
I've been there many times. I've been smart enough to take a cab, though. 3-2.
I was not. I needed it, though.
That's a great spot.
I see it down there past that Ferris wheel.
That's right. That's a
Elliott,
go-to here.
Elliott Bay, is that what that is?
Elliott Bay on the left there, yeah. Foul back. See Mount Rainier. It's gorgeous.
The Safari Park, I would go to that because they're pretty.
It's a beautiful spot.
Pretty well
especially
free.
this time of the year.
Maybe not in the fall.
Attendance here, 26,974. That'll be a one-hopper. The long throw is in time. And that'll retire the side.
That starting rotation, it doesn't get better than that.
Dominating night from Logan Gilbert.
Trying to be out there and take the ball as much as I can.
Swing and a miss against Luis Castillo.
It's wipeout stuff. He's a legit ace.
Talk about depth. The Mariners really have.
What a masterpiece from George Kirby.
Just trying to go out there and give my team the best chance to win.
Julio Rodriguez is an absolute superstar out there in center field.
Off by zone Julio.
Once I go, I just want to have everything ready.
The guy's dangerous.
Julio.
I want to talk about the Angels. They're my big surprise team of 2025.
The Angels make sure the halo will shine brightly tonight.
Everything's going well. We're all on the Angels bandwagon right now.
It's Freda here.
Game's on notice.
Magneto magnificent.
High octane.
That baseball was Logan.
Kenley looks great. The velo, the spin, it's all A+.
No way!
The Halos are unstoppable right now.
Even a game as timeless as baseball must evolve.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Only you can control your journey's evolution.
That's a base hit.
It's a whole new ballgame. How will your journey evolve?
You know, it's something about the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cardinal way. It's a great fan base, a great organization.
Have yourself a day, young man.
A lot of young guys that have a chance to do something great.
And it's a gunner.
A special year for the Cardinals.
It's a three-homer game. Way into Big Mac land.
Cardinals are a sneaky team.
That was a curtain call for Arenado.
Well, the stars of the game stepping up the St. Louis Cardinals here.
What a grand finish in St. Louis tonight.
Is a leading healthcare solutions company and a trusted partner for every meaningful moment of health. Learn more at CVS.com, CVSHealth.com. Easy for me to say.
Eighth inning, 8-0, Seattle. It's late. Casey Legomina coming out of their bullpen. So replaces Wu, who was outstanding through 7. 1 hitting and shutting out the Red Sox. Crawford will zip it on to first base, and Hamilton is 0 for 2 tonight.
So, got number 1 in the top of the 8th.
Moore staying in the game to play center. Mastrobuoni is the new left fielder. So beginning to feel a little bit like a spring training game. With the score 8-0. And brings up Rob Refsnyder, 0 for 2. The one hit the Red Sox have was a base hit by Marcelo Meyer in the 5th inning. That's it. And as you said, the wind really went out of the sails with that 5-1 second inning.
It's been a pretty shit game.
As they opened it up, and then 3 more, a couple of innings.
Could have been
later.
no hit tonight.
Yeah,
Marcelo Meyer saved
Wu,
us from
he was filthy today.
Really good. Riding that fastball at about 95, 96 miles an hour.
Yeah, good mix between that 4-seamer up and 2-seamer. He was front door into lefties, running in on the hands of righties. Just kind of putting it wherever he wanted to. There's only really one at bat at what he did. He lost a little bit of the command. It was that 10-pitch at bat to Narvaez, which he had 10 pitches to him, and then the whole inning he only had 13.
Right. 2-2. Will be outside. Swung on and missed. 2 down. Sit on Rafaela with a strikeout, a flyout tonight, 0 for 2. Red Sox had high hopes of a 7th consecutive win coming into play tonight, something they've not done in a couple of years.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
May of 23,
Aaron fell in
last
the
time
IndyCar
they
race.
won 7 in a row. Actually, that year they won 8 straight. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Legomina's got that 4-seamer, but it's got so much arm side run. You see it, they start middle middle in and just run off the plate on these righties.
What's the longest winning streak you were ever a part of professionally? You remember?
Jeez. It was in the minor league. It was like 12 games.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, I want to say it was like high A Salem.
Swing and a foul tip to the mitten and held for strike 3. Quiet inning in the 8th. Red Sox go in order.
Happy with yourself, Craig?
The lineup we know is incredibly deep. These guys are not satisfied. They are still hungry. I got them running the National League.
I think this is the first of like 4 or 5 straight world championships.
This is just an incredible wealth of riches.
The journey. It starts here, on the fields where dreams begin. Every swing counts. Every step matters. Every moment inspires. The fundamentals today, the possibilities of tomorrow. Pitch, hit, and run. The journey starts here. Scan the QR code to sign up today.
All right, so here's the Mets home jersey. To me, growing up in New York, also a very iconic jersey. The blue pinstripes that represented the Dodgers. Got the orange outline, which represented the Giants, which are the 2 teams that left New York. And then subsequently the Mets were created. You know, my parents were Mets fans growing up, and this was the jersey that I also dreamed of wearing.
I'm gonna go check out Food Truck Row. So, what did you guys get today?
Philly cheesesteaks.
Both of you got the same thing. Are they that good?
Oh, yeah.
Got a hot dog and some fries.
Just kind of
All
basic
parts
ballpark.
Chicken bacon sandwich.
Uh-huh.
Philly cheesesteak.
Okay.
And some
Crinkle cut fries.
Okay, where are you guys from?
The Red Sox will bring Guerrero out of the bullpen, the right-hander, to pitch the bottom of the 8th inning. 8-0 Seattle. Ben Williamson to lead things off here for Luis, his 9th appearance. And when he's throwing strikes, he is very effective. At times, ball 4 gets away from him.
He's got good stuff, right? You got that electric arm. Been working on his secondary stuff a lot since spring training.
On one hop.
Yeah, and that'll be grounded for out number 1.
Throw on for the out, 1 gone. Time for our strong play of the game presented by New England Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive, and Cal Raleigh did.
Yeah, bottom second, first pitch changeup elevated. Just more of the same from Raleigh, what he's been doing all year, coming up in big spots. 6 RBIs on the day.
Cole Young has contributed at the very back end of the lineup tonight. One scoring double in the 2nd inning, a base hit and a run in the 4th inning. That's when they scored all their runs, both of those innings. Ran away with it early tonight. He'll take a ball, 2-0. One hit for the Sox all night. 9 for the Mariners. Raleigh also had a 2-run double along with that grand slam. And the 3-0. Gonna walk him on.
And every night we're gonna read off Rafi Devers' stat line.
It's less than you want, right?
When we read off stats.
Fill it up, right? Let these guys swing, get themselves out.
Just to make the I don't know, prove a point.
Crawford has not done much of that tonight, getting himself out. Only one time. He's also walked on 2 occasions. He's singled and he has scored 2 times. Has a steal, too. A jump on a line drive, but here comes Anthony in to make the play. 2 down in the bottom of the 8th. And Mastrobuoni will be next. And a runner at first. There are 2 away. And a right-hander's first one will be taken for a strike. Dodgers and Padres 3-3, 8th inning. Cleveland leading the Giants 3-2 in the 8th. Fly ball right field, Anthony in and makes the catch.
And that'll be on number 3.
Side, 1 left.
So we are headed to the 9th inning here in Seattle, Washington, as the Red Sox will make their last go at it, down by 8 runs.
What I like most about him, he pitches with an attitude.
They're still on their feet for Paul Skeens.
Everyone wants to watch this guy.
Must-see TV for me.
6'7", top 5 exit velo, #1 arm in the sport.
There's a cruise missile or fireworks.
He can go out there to center field, relax, and I think this is a 30-30 guy this season.
That starting rotation, it doesn't get better.
Dominating night from Logan Gilbert.
Trying to be out there and take the ball as much as I can.
Swing and a miss against Luis Castillo.
It's wipeout stuff. He's a legit ace.
Talk about depth. The Mariners really have.
What a masterpiece from George Kirby.
Just trying to go out there and give my team's best chance to win.
Julio Rodriguez is an absolute superstar out there in center field.
Go by zone Julio.
Once I go, I just want to have everything ready.
The guy's dangerous. Julio.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
You love the players.
50-50.
You love the game. Now you can own baseball greatness. MLB Auction lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more. With items added all season long from your favorite major league teams, legends, and players. Each item is MLB authenticated to ensure the item shipped directly to your home is the real deal. Want a piece of the game? Visit auctions.mlb.com.
Google Cloud.
This is all the strikeouts from Brian Wu tonight. He was phenomenal. 7 innings, 1 hit, just 2 walks, but it was about his fastball. 4 of those strikeouts on the 4-seamer, the 1 front door 2-seamer sinker to Roman Anthony, and then that 1 changeup. He was very good tonight.
Yeah, easily one of the best performances against the Red Sox all year. Andres Munoz, their closer, to get some work here. And we'll take on Nate Eaton. We'll look at the strike.
Strike to Nate Eaton.
8 runs, 9 hits, no errors for Seattle. No runs,
Which
only
is Nate
1
Eaton's
hit.
Red Sox
No
debut.
errors for Boston. That's 0-2.
Yeah, Nate Eaton coming in this game probably thinking, okay, I'm going to get, maybe a long guy, somebody not up on the list in their bullpen. Nope. Let me get their closer.
0-2, a little flare in the center field.
And
Dropping.
that'll be a base hit for
Dropping,
Nate
base
Eaton
hit.
in his Red
So
Sox
Red Sox
debut.
have just his second knock.
Did not play in 2024. Played in 2022 and 2023 for the Royals.
Got himself his first hit here. Red Sox have a man on. 2 hits now for the Sox. And brings up Abraham Toro.
Played in 72 games in his career.
Abraham has gone over 2, but was hit by a
Hitting
pitch.
201, 1 home run, 13 RBIs, 14 stolen bases, 549 OPS. Let's hoping his career can have a takeoff here in Boston.
Finale of the series tomorrow afternoon, right here on Nesson.
But doubtful.
And 4:10, Garrett Crochet and Luis Castillo. Sox came in playing their best baseball of the year, 6-game winning streak.
They definitely will play this bat again. So I'm sorry to
Munoz hasn't pitched
Sorry
since
to tell you
the
that,
ninth,
Andy.
So that would explain why he's in this game, getting some work in. Probably, give him a little breather, maybe threw a good amount there for a bit. They had that stretch where they lost 8 of 9. You rarely see, a guy like this come in the game. I mean, he's 9 appearances now. He's pitched to 1-3. He's been phenomenal. But this is simply just to get working.
1-2. Sprayed that one outside.
2-2.
The Red Sox knew they were going to face very good pitching here in Seattle. They only have 6 hits in 2 games. Although one last night, 2-0, slap foul. Entirely different story tonight, game 2.
Walker Buehler blew it. The offense didn't wake the fuck up.
Eating the base runner at first with nobody out. Munoz home at a 2-2. He struck him out.
That's strike 3.
1 down in the 9th. Game summary presented by Sullivan Tire and Auto Service, celebrating 70 years in business. Walker Buehler, 3 1/3, 8 earned runs tonight. Brian Wu on the opposite side of that with 7 outstanding innings, 1 hit. Cal Raleigh, 6 RBIs in this one.
Roman Anthony.
Roman tonight 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a fly to left. Two for 24 to start his major league career. He knew he was going to see some heat, 100 miles an hour.
Munoz leaned back for a little extra on that one. He's going to average around 98, 99. He's got 101, 102 in the tank. Throws his slider a ton. A lot more than fastball.
And the right-hander's 1-2 on the way. Just about to turn midnight. Back home in the east.
Oh yeah, it is midnight now.
And a 2-2 from Munoz. Liner but foul.
It's fouled off.
Seen 2 or 3 changeups here for Munoz. That's a pitch he hardly ever throws, but in a game like this, he's almost treated like a bullpen. Out there working on stuff.
And in there, strike 3.
That's strike 3.
99 to strike out Anthony.
Down the final out.
2 down.
There's a couple times I've seen this with Anthony. It's a really good front door 2-seamer. This one at 99. The one from Wu was 95. This one had a little extra on it.
Did not see with the Woo Sox too many pitches at 99 on the inside block. Now Ryan 0 for 2 of the walk and swings and misses for a strike. This has been all Seattle tonight. Their crowd is up in the 9th. Oh, 1. And a chopper to short.
And
Crawford
that'll be
has
grounded.
that.
And
Puts the
that'll
second to the force play. 8-0 the final. The
Red Sox lose 8-0. Mariners are the winners of tonight's Major League Baseball game.
8-zip Seattle.
Brings the Red Sox season stream record to 14-17, and the all-time stream record to 44-50.
Second, then Wu was phenomenal. 7 innings, 1 hit. He was just putting it wherever he wanted. The offense just couldn't get anything going.
2 hours, 18 minutes Stay with us for WB Mason X Rings Live. TC and Lenny break it down. The loss here in Seattle and preview Garrett Crochet's start in the series finale tomorrow. That and more coming up after the break.
Damn shame.
Shots, please.
Those look warm.
Damn fucking shame. I mean, we wouldn't have won it tonight with Rafi anyway.
Damn, that's cool.
But
Unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment at the Capital One Savings.
for the Seattle Mariners, Cal Raleigh had the grand slam. Had the grand slam in the second inning off of Walker Buehler. Jorge Polanco had an RBI. Cal Raleigh had 6 RBIs. And then Young had an RBI. Rowdy Tellez had a stolen base, which I find insanely hard to believe, but he did. J.P. Crawford had a stolen base, and then Cal Raleigh had a stolen base. Brian Wu got the win, his 6th win of the year, bringing his record to 6-4. He pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 hit, walked 2, struck out 6, and has a 3.12 ERA.
You make it through security so
Casey Lugamina pitched an inning, struck out 2, and has a 4.05 ERA. And then Andres Munoz pitched an inning, gave up 1 hit, and then struck out 2, has a 1.26 ERA. Before you read off the Red Sox stats, Rafi Devers tonight, they are in the bottom of the 8th in San Francisco. He might get one more at-bat. That game is 3-2, Guardians leading. But Rafi Devers went 0 for 4, or sorry, went 1 for 4 tonight. Had an RBI double and struck out 2 times. Got an RBI double. We could have had at least one run tonight. You know.
those key decisions at key moments, and then knowing the impact, that's the magic.
Sage is helping business leaders like Alan Rickman Jr. make smarter, faster decisions.
For the Red Sox, no runs. The only players who got base hits was Marcelo Meyer and Nate Eaton. Only 2 hits tonight. Walker Buehler got the loss, his 5th loss on the year, bringing his record to 5-5. I can't believe he has 5 wins on the season. But he pitched 3 1/3 innings, gave up 8 hits, 8 runs, 8 earned runs, walked 4, struck out 2, gave up 1 home run, has a 5.95 ERA. Zach Kelly pitched an inning and 2/3, struck out 2, and gave up 6, or has a 6 ERA. Brennan Bernardino pitched an inning, gave up 1 hit, walked 1 batter, struck out 1, has a 3.21 ERA. Jorge Alcala pitched an inning, struck out 1, has an 8.53 ERA. And then Luis Guerrero pitched an inning, gave up 1 walk, and has a 2.70 ERA. Time of the ball game was 2 hours and 19 minutes. And yeah, gonna end this shit right here. Shitty, 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 shitty. Very shitty. Fuck the Red Sox. All right, y'all. I want to thank you guys.